What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. Konoha Exclusion. 1K. Chapter 1 The Night of the Coup. Advertisement. Konoha Village Uchiha Clan Residence. Two figures appeared silently in a courtyard. Then a voice came from the house. Are they Shisui and Itachi? It says, Brother Schwanyan. Soon a boy of 16 or 17 years old walked out of the room. The smooth and white face exudes sharp edges and coldness. The deep black eyes are filled with a charming color. There is always a gentle smile on the corner of his mouth, which makes people feel very close. The visitor raised his hand to greet the two of them and said, Shisui, Itachi, you two are here just in time. I just finished cooking dinner. Come over and have dinner together. There's no need to eat. Brother Schwanyan, what you said has come true. Danzo really intends to take away my Sharingan. Today Danzo asked him to meet, and he remembered what Zyan said not long ago, so he deliberately kept it in mind and used Shadow Clone to meet Danzo, but Danzo really took action against him. He immediately told Itachi about this, and then the two of them came to find Zyan. Uchiha Itachi said, Brother Schwanyan, as you expected from my side, Anbu ordered me to monitor the Uchiha clan, and my father also asked me to be a double agent for the Uchiha clan and Konoha village. The most important thing Anbu gave me the order is to monitor you. The same goes for me. The top management of Konoha village also asked me to monitor you. Brother Schwanyan, what should we do now? Uchiha Shisui is usually very calm, but now he is a little undecided. Advertisement. After hearing this, Zyan smiled calmly and said, Don't worry, things haven't reached the worst level yet. Shisui, Itachi, let me ask you, if the family really fights with the village, which side will you choose to help? Quote. Hearing Zanyan's words, Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Itachi both fell silent. Which side to help? They are from the Uchiha clan, but they are also from Konoha village. If possible, they do not want to see a war between the family and Konoha, but it is difficult to change the outcome of the war now. Shisui and Itachi looked at each other and said in unison, We listen to Brother Schwanyan. Do you listen to me? You two guys, but I do have a good idea. Since we don't want the family to go to war with Konoha village, then why don't we just leave? Leave? No, it's impossible. The clan leader and family elders will not agree, and Konoha village will not allow us to leave. Shisui immediately denied and shook his head. The Uchiha clan is a big clan, and the family's bloodline limit is Sharingan name. Shocking the ninja world. Konoha village will never allow such a powerful force to leave, because such a powerful force will be a great threat to Konoha no matter it joins any ninja village. Permission. Why do we need their permission? Why do we, the Uchiha clan, need permission from others to do things? Zyan stood up and said, Let's go. Brother Schwanyan, where are we going? Naga Shrine. Nanga Shrine is the ancestral temple of the Uchiha clan and an important gathering place for the Uchiha clan. Today's gathering is preparing to launch a coup. Inside Nanga Shrine, Uchiha Fugaku was mobilizing at this time. Everyone, you all know that my son has entered Anbu and has obtained more and more information. In the past few years, the top management of Konoha village has been constantly ostracizing us, the Uchiha clan, and has not allowed us to participate in any decision making in the village. But Konoha village was originally founded by the Uchiha clan and the Senju clan, and the Uchiha clan should have participated in it. Advertisement. That's right. That's right. The passionate speech of Uchiha Fugaku, the patriarch of the Uchiha clan, resonated with many people in the Uchiha clan. But in recent years, not only have we been unable to participate in the village's decision-making, we have even been ostracized by the village for no reason, making the living environment of our Uchiha clan increasingly difficult. As the leader of the Uchiha clan, I have an unshakable responsibility. But my repeated patience has resulted in the Konoha high-level officials taking advantage of the situation. Since the Konoha high-level officials treat us like this, then our Uchiha family will, tonight. Sudden squeak. The door of the shrine was opened, and three figures appeared at the door. They were Zyan, Uchiha Itachi, and Uchiha Shisui. Zyan raised his hand and said hello with a smile. Hey. Hello everyone. It seems we are late. Uchiha Fugaku, the leader of the Uchiha clan, smiled and said, Schwanyan, Shisui, Itachi, you are here at the right time. Although Zyan is young, he is already the #1 expert in the Uchiha clan. There are even rumors that Zyan is the #1 expert in the entire Konoha village. Uchiha Shisui is slightly younger than Zyan and is already the second master of the Uchiha clan. Although Uchiha Fugaku is the leader of the Uchiha clan, he is only the third master of the Uchiha clan. Fortunately, his son Uchiha Itachi is extremely talented and has already started 3 Tomo Sharingan at the age of 11. He is already an elite of the Uchiha clan and will be one of the top masters of the Uchiha clan in the future. Uchiha Schwanyan, Uchiha Shisui, and Uchiha Itachi are called the 3 heroes of Uchiha. It is the existence of these 3 people that makes the Uchiha clan very proud. It is also because of these 3 people that Uchiha Fugaku is very confident in this coup. Advertisement. Chapter 2 Leaving Konoha. Advertisement. Chief, are you really going to launch a coup this time? As soon as he entered here, Zyan went straight to the topic. Uchiha Fugaku frowned. Schwanyan, it's not that we want to launch a coup, but Konoha owes us the Uchiha clan too much. How our Uchiha clan has been marginalized in Konoha village, I think you know better than anyone else. Over the years, Konoha village has continuously squeezed our resources, allowing us, the Uchiha clan, to fight in the most dangerous battlefields, resulting in countless deaths and injuries, but what did we get in exchange for it in the end? Suspicion, doubt, distrust. There are countless Anbu members who stare at you every day. You will be stared at wherever you go in the village. For the past 3 years, Konoha has not even allowed you to leave the village. Konoha village does not regard the Uchiha clan as its own at all. If this continues, in less than 10 years, our Uchiha clan may be exterminated by Konoha village. So it is not that we want to launch a coup, but that we have to launch a coup. When Zyan heard this, he couldn't help but admire Uchiha Fugaku. He was worthy of being the leader of the clan. He was so foreseeable. In less than 10 years, Uchiha would be exterminated in 2 years. Zyan shook his head. The top management of Konoha are not fools. They have been eyeing our Uchiha clan for a long time and have arranged many backups. Once our Uchiha clan takes action, Konoha will immediately discover it. The big families in Konoha village are not easy to mess with, especially the Sarutobi clan. The third generation has filled their own pockets over the years as Hokage, and the power of the Sarutobi clan has increased dozens of times. The families affiliated with the Sarutobi clan have also been promoted and reused, and the family has grown much stronger. On the other hand, our Uchiha clan has continued to decline under these years of malicious suppression. Even if we are lucky enough to succeed, the family will definitely suffer heavy losses. It is very likely that not even 1 out of 10 members of the clan will survive. Moreover, the villagers in the village have mistakenly believed the rumors over the years, and the villagers in the village will not recognize us because of this. Do you think it is only 10 out of 10? Can we really occupy the whole village as one? Not only that, other ninja villages will never miss such an opportunity to invade Konoha. Under internal and external troubles, the final result will be that our Uchiha clan will perish along with Konoha village. Advertisement. Then what should we do? Are we going to let those guys from Konoha continue to bully us? Yeah, those guys in Konoha are so annoying. They obviously have something but they don't sell it to us. They also verbally insulted us. They called us traitors. Those bastards are so annoying. As soon as Zyan finished speaking, many people became indignant. Originally, they could barely survive in Konoha village, but since Ninetales attacked Konoha 5 years ago, many people in Konoha village began to doubt the Uchiha clan and continued to exclude them, making their living situation more and more difficult. Uchiha Fugaku sighed and said, Yan, we have considered the consequences you mentioned, but as you can see, if we give it a try, there may be a way out. If we don't give it a try, we won't even have a way out. No, there is still a way out, it just depends on whether you are willing. What's the way out? Since Konoha village excludes our Uchiha clan so much, wouldn't it be great if our Uchiha clan completely separates from Konoha village? If you Konoha excludes us, then I, the Uchiha clan, will not play with you, so I will leave. Impossible. Innocent. There is absolutely no way Konoha village can let us, the Uchiha clan, leave. Advertisement. As soon as Zyan finished speaking, many elders in the family rejected the idea. Zyan, things are not as simple as you think. Even if our Uchiha clan wants to leave, Konoha village will never let us go. And if we leave Konoha village, we will become fat in the eyes of the major ninja villages. When the time comes our Uchiha clan will be homeless, and the 5 major ninja nations will hunt us down. By then our survival situation will be even more difficult than it is now, and our Uchiha clan's enemies are all over the entire ninja world. The Uchiha clan has fought for Konoha over the years and has killed countless enemy ninjas. The other great ninja nations hate the Uchiha clan deeply and will never miss the opportunity to beat up a drowned dog. Zyan chuckled and said, I'm not just talking about leaving Konoha village, but leaving the ninja world. Zyan, what do you mean by this? My meaning is very simple, just to take you out of this world. Leave this world. Aren't you always curious about why my power is so special and my strength improves so quickly? Then I'll tell you, because I discovered other worlds. That world is similar to our world. It may be even bigger than ours. It has many races, many powerful forces, and countless strong men. The most powerful force in that world was the world government, which was the largest organization composed of more than 170 participating countries. Calling itself the world, dominating the entire world, and guarding the order of the judicial world. Everyone's hearts were pounding when they heard Zanyan's words. Even Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Itachi, who had the best relationship with Zyan, did not expect that Zyan was hiding such a huge secret. What a world. There is still a world that is bigger than this world, with so many resources and wealth in that world. Advertisement. Chapter 3 The building is empty. Advertisement. Zyan, what you said, is true. An elder of the Uchiha clan couldn't help but look at Zyan tremblingly. Zyan nodded firmly. It's true. Then why? Why didn't you tell me earlier? Zyan interrupted the other party's words and looked around. Everyone had such questions in their eyes. Then have you ever thought about the consequences of what I said earlier? This secret will be leaked, and the village will order me to lead people to conquer that world. If I don't want to, then the lives of the Uchiha clan members, old and young, will be taken to force us. This clan really doesn't even have a way out. But can we really live in that world? There are not many strong people in that world. Leaving home and going to a completely unfamiliar world makes many people a little worried. Don't worry, although there are many strong people in that world, not all strong people will gather together, and that world is actually very chaotic. With the strength of our Uchiha clan, with full development, we still have a great chance of becoming a major force. Many young people in the family could not help but feel their hearts pounding when they heard Zyan's words. Which young person had not thought about opening up new territories, but they could only work as security guards in the village. But, I'm really unwilling to leave like this. Yes, this is obviously a village founded by our Uchiha clan, but now we are running away in despair. Almost all the Uchiha clan members present were born and grew up in Konoha village, so they naturally regard Konoha village as their hometown. They don't hate Konoha, but they hate Konoha's senior officials and the villagers who are prejudiced against their Uchiha clan. I know everyone will be unwilling to give in, and I am the same, but this is the reality. If you want to raise your head, you must first learn to lower your head. Moreover, we are not gone forever. We need a period of time and use this time to strengthen our Uchiha clan. When we come back, we will no longer secretly launch a coup here, but will carry out a coup openly and get back everything that belongs to us. Take back, advertisement. All the young people felt excited when they heard Zyan's words. Zyan's words truly spoke to their hearts. Uchiha Fugaku frowned and thought for a moment. If what Zyan said is true, then there is no doubt that this is indeed a good opportunity. Then when do we set off? Now is the right time. Everyone in the family is here and it's time to leave. After all, Konoha has already taken action at this time. Uchiha Fugaku suddenly changed his expression. Action. You mean? Konoha's investigation of the Uchiha clan is all-pervasive. Since they already know that the Uchiha clan is going to launch a coup tonight, they will naturally not remain indifferent. They are waiting for a signal at this moment, waiting for the moment when we actually launch a coup, and then take action to completely eliminate the Uchiha clan. So you don't even have to make excuses. This, how come, everyone was shocked. They didn't expect that their conspiracy had been seen through by Konoha. Wouldn't it mean that they were now surrounding this place? Konoha is no longer our Uchiha's Konoha. Don't have any illusions about Konoha. If you want to control your own destiny, you can only strengthen yourself. Zyan's Sharingan mid-3 Tomo started to turn quickly. Then the space in front of him fluctuated, and a mirror-like space-time channel appeared. Let's go. Everyone walked inside one after another. Zyan was the last one to walk in, glanced outside and slightly raised the corners of his mouth. Goodbye, Konoha. Advertisement. Asterisk. At this time, outside Nanga Shrine, just as Zyan said, Konoha's Anbu ninjas have surrounded Nanga Shrine. The third Hokage looked at Shimura Danzo with a serious face and said, Danzo, are you sure the Uchiha clan will launch a coup? Definitely, Danzo said with certainty, and then glanced at his subordinates, who immediately understood and released a large number of black bugs from their hands. This is a parasite, a secret technique of the Aburame clan. It uses its own body as a nest to raise bugs, and can use the bugs to fight and collect intelligence. The bug quickly flew towards Nanga Shrine. After a while the bug flew back. What? The face of the Aburame clan ninja who was responsible for detecting intelligence changed slightly, and his eyes showed disbelief. What's wrong? Danzo asked with a frown. There is no one in Nanga Shrine, and all the Uchiha clan has disappeared. After hearing this, the expressions on the faces of 3rd Hokage and Shimura Danzo were all stunned, and then they quickly sent everyone to carry out adjustments to Nanga Shrine. As a result, no tunnel was found, and the Uchiha clan just disappeared without a trace under their eyes. Find them for me, even if it means turning the entire ninja world upside down, find them for me. The cooked duck flew away, which made Danzo furious. The 3rd Hokage also frowned at this time. All members of the Uchiha clan disappeared. This matter must be related to the young man from the Uchiha clan. He had seen Uchiha Schwanyan several times, but he couldn't see through that boy at all. He had a hunch that the Uchiha clan would definitely come back. And when the Uchiha clan returns, the entire ninja world will tremble. Advertisement. Chapter 4. Isn't this a man? Advertisement. In a dense virgin forest. Buzz. A space-time passage suddenly appeared out of thin air, and more than 200 people walked out of it one after another. They were the Uchiha clan members who had migrated to the new world. Everyone was a little confused at this time. The blue sky, white clouds, flowers, grass, trees, everything looks the same as the world they live in. There is only one main reason why they really feel that this is not the original world, and that is that it is daytime. When they just stepped through the door, Konoha village was still dark, and it was daytime unless it was the other side of Konoha village where they were. The time and space transfer across half of the planet is too unrealistic. Uchiha Fugaku asked. Zyan, where is this place? Zyan shook his head. I don't know, the place where each transfer occurs is random, and the world is very big, and the geographical information I know is only a small part. Itachi, go investigate, the others will stay where they are. Having just arrived in a strange world, it is best to be cautious. Yes, call out. Uchiha Itachi's figure disappeared instantly, and Itachi returned shortly after. How about it? This is an island. There is a village in the middle of the island. It is similar to Konoha village, but the village is a bit strange. All the villagers here are women. All women. No men. At least I didn't see a man. There are some huge statues in the middle of the island, but the statues are all snake monsters, and there are 2 big characters, 9 snakes, engraved on the mountain. Advertisement. Snake. Uchiha Fugaku frowned, and when he mentioned snakes he immediately thought of Orochimaru. I know where this is. After listening to Uchiha Itachi's information, Zyan immediately knew where this place was, and immediately had a headache as to how he was teleported here. What, Brother Xuanyan, is it troublesome here? Shisui asked immediately after seeing Zyan's expression. Zyan nodded. Well, it's a bit troublesome. This is Nine Snake Island, located in the calm belt of this world. There are a large number of giant sea kings living in the Sea of Calm Belt. Giant sea kings are monsters that live in the sea. In terms of size, the smallest adult giant sea kings are even bigger than Ninetales. So big, everyone in the Uchiha clan was shocked. 5 years ago, Ninetales attacked Konoha. They all saw the size of the Ninetales demon fox. They had seen most of them except newborns. It's okay to say giant sea kings. Those guys can only be regarded as larger ordinary creatures. They are not a little bit worse than the Ninetales demon fox. The real trouble is the villages on this island. Although this village is just a village, it is also a country called Amazon Lily, also known as the Daughter's Country. All the villagers here are warriors. They regard strength as beauty. It can be said that all the people are soldiers. The most troublesome thing is that this village is extremely exclusive. Women are fine, but men are different. No men are allowed to enter here. All the men present were a little confused as to why such a strange country existed. Without men, how can a country like this thrive? Zyan smiled and said, women of the right age in the village have the opportunity to go to sea, and they will come back after becoming pregnant, and all the children they give birth to will be girls. Quote. Everyone was speechless, and seemed to feel that this country was even more weird. Advertisement. Then shall we leave here? A village where all members are warriors. Although the Uchiha clan is known as a ninja clan, there are only more than 300 people in total. Excluding the old, weak, women and children, there are only about 100 people who can fight. It is not a wise choice to confront such a country rashly. Zyan immediately rejected the proposal. No, this is the Calm Belt. If you don't have a special ship, you will face the risk of being attacked by the giant sea kings. So what should I do now? Now that they're here, let's make peace with them. We can only have a good chat with them. I don't want to conflict with them if it's not necessary. Sudden. Call out. An arrow landed at Zyan's feet, and many people from the Uchiha clan got ready for battle. Zyan raised his hand to stop others from taking action. Then many women appeared from around and surrounded the Uchiha clan. Almost all of these women were wearing sexy animal skin swimsuits, holding a snake-like bow and arrow and aiming it at the Uchiha clan, with vigilance in their eyes. A tall and sexy woman with a black high ponytail shouted at Zyan, "Who are you? Why did you invade my Amazon Lily?" "Sorry, we came here by accident and are not considered intruders. Have you ever seen an intruder with an old man and a child?" Kikyo looked at the crowd and saw that there were indeed some old people and children, but she did not relax her vigilance. Even if there were occasional outsiders who miraculously drifted here, most of them would turn into corpses when they arrived on the island. She had never seen so many outsiders on this island. This is Amazon Lily, outsiders are not welcome to come in. We don't mean any harm and I'd like to get a little help if we can. At this time, a short old lady came out. When she saw Zyan and others, she was shocked and exclaimed. Oh my god, isn't this a man? Advertisement. Chapter 5. You thought it was a request. Advertisement. Why, all the Amazon women were startled. As this a man? The first time I saw. Many women looked at Zyan and this group of men as if they were rare animals. Here, men were legendary creatures. Quote. Many men in the Uchiha clan, including Zyan, were speechless. What is so strange about men? Kikyo's expression changed greatly. There are actually men here, and there are so many men. This is a disaster. Prepare to attack. All the women raised their bows and arrows and pointed them at men like Zyan. Although they were very curious, they were all warriors protecting the country. According to their Amazon Lily rumors, men are inherently greedy creatures. There must be something ulterior motives here. Human purpose. Zyan immediately raised his hand and said, wait a minute. I said we just entered this place by mistake and don't want to cause any conflict with you. Kikyo scolded. I don't believe your sophistry. This is Amazon Lily, the female empire. Men are not allowed to enter, has been a rule of this country for hundreds of years. There has never been an exception in history. Quote. Zyan scratched his head helplessly when he heard this. He had already hid in the pirate world, but he didn't expect that he would still have to fight. Really, I obviously don't like conflict. Fire the arrow. Advertisement. Platycoden gave the order to attack, and dense arrows shot at Zyan and everyone. Earth-style wall. The ninjas of the Uchiha clan in the crowd had already formed a seal. Before the opponent's bows and arrows could be fired, earth walls had surrounded the Uchiha clan. Boom boom boom. The arrows fired by the warriors of the Daughter Kingdom fell on the earth flow wall, breaking into small craters, but they were unable to break through the earth flow wall's defense. What's this? The Amazon female warrior was shocked. Why would there be earth walls on the ground to protect these outsiders? Could these guys use sorcery? Whoosh. Many people rushed out from above the earth wall. Fire the arrow. Everyone in the Daughter Kingdom quickly fired arrows, but all the arrows were dodged, and in the blink of an eye they were approached by members of the Uchiha family. Damn, these guys are intruders. Kill them all. Kikyo's face looked very ugly. Guys with such speed and skills must be experienced warriors. Could it be that the world government has invaded? Sudden, a voice sounded behind Kikyo. You'd better stay still. At the same time, a cold blade fell on her neck, and the sharp blade made her skin tremble. Kikyo's expression changed drastically. When? Advertisement. She didn't see the opponent's movements clearly at all. She looked around and saw that most of the soldiers who came here were restrained. Grandma Yi was not spared either. Shisui's knife fell silently on Grandma Yi's shoulder. Grandma Zi's expression also changed drastically at this time. These people were too strong, especially the young man who spoke. She felt that the other party might be able to kill them all in an instant. Grandma Z asked in a deep voice, "Who are you?" Although she has been on Nine Snake Island these years, she has also been paying attention to major events in the world. She has never heard of such a group of masters. Especially many people on the other side have red eyes, which look so evil. Zyan showed a harmless smile and said, "Don't worry, we are the Uchiha clan. Just think of it as a secret family. We have no ill intentions in coming here. We just accidentally came here when the family migrated. Now we belong to its estate of distress. You also know that this is the calm belt. If you want your family to leave here safely, you need some help." Grandma Z thought for a while and said in a deep voice, "I can't make the decision on this matter. I can only make a decision when Lady Snake comes back." "Okay, then let's wait until she comes back to negotiate." Zyan put away the knife, and the others also put away their weapons and retreated. All the soldiers of the Daughter Kingdom were also surprised. They didn't expect that the other party let them go so easily. "Although it's a little disturbing, my tribe is a little tired from the long journey, and we hope to have a place to eat and sleep," Zyan said, taking out a gold bar and handing it to Grandma Z. Grandma Z put away the gold bars and said, "Okay, let's invite all the guests into the city." Zyan took people back to the position of family members. Platycoden hurriedly said, "Wait a minute, mother-in-law, how can you let these outsiders in, especially there are so many men?" Cold sweat broke out on Grandma Yi's forehead, and she said in a solemn tone, "Then what can you do? Let these people move freely on the island. Didn't you see their expressions when they put away their weapons? That's an expression that doesn't take us seriously at all. In other words, they don't care whether we continue to attack because they have absolute confidence in killing us." Kikyo looked moved. Indeed, the other party did not seem to have any intention of being afraid from the beginning to the end. Even the elderly and children were the same, as if they were full of absolute confidence, but that can't be. Seeing that the other party was about to come back, Grandma Z immediately interrupted Kikyo and said in a deep voice, "You thought he was just asking. No, in fact he was just giving a notice. This is no longer something we can decide. Let's count the days. Shiji, they will be back in the next few days, and it is our task to stabilize them before Shiji and the others come back." Advertisement. Chapter 6 Entering the City. Advertisement. Soon, the Uchiha clan followed the protector warriors from Nine Snake Island into the city of the Daughter Kingdom. The Uchiha clan looked around curiously. This village is located in a low valley in the center of the island. There are various castles on the cliffs. The architectural style is somewhat similar to some of the ancient famous houses in Konoha village, but it looks more refined and beautiful. This village apparently believes in snake totems, with snake sculptures on many buildings and a snake coiled around many people. After a while, the Uchiha family was taken to a castle on the cliff. The interior of the castle was very spacious, and it did not seem crowded even if it accommodated more than 300 people from the Uchiha family. "Dear guests, I'm sorry, because no outsiders have ever come in on Nine Snake Island, there is no hotel, and because of your relatively sensitive status, I can only temporarily arrange you here. Well, it's quite nice here, thank you very much. Please don't wander around the city until Lady Snake comes back. None of the girls on the island have seen a man. If you go out rashly, it may cause unnecessary misunderstandings. When will Lord Snake Lady come back? According to calculations, it will only be in these 2 days, but you know there are many uncertainties in the sea, and I can't be sure. That's it, then I will restrain my people." Mother-in-law Z breathed a sigh of relief when she heard Zyan's words, then turned and left. This young man looked very gentle, but she always felt as if she was facing a humanoid monster. Soon, all kinds of meals were arranged. It was too easy for ninjas to distinguish between poisonous and non-poisonous food. They were all non-poisonous food, and everyone ate them with confidence. After having enough wine and food, everyone who left Konoha overnight was a little tired and took a rest. Advertisement. Several elders of the Uchiha clan, family elites and clan leaders were all sitting in front of Zyan. "Xuanyan, this is really a good place for the development of our Uchiha clan. The calm belt you mentioned is a natural barrier to protect this island, and this city is more suitable for us ninjas than Konoha village. As long as capturing this place will be of great benefit to our Uchiha clan." Uchiha Fugaku's eyes sparkled. Although he had been suppressed by Konoha's top brass in recent years, as the leader of the Uchiha clan, he was still very discerning. Now that they have left their hometown, the most important thing is to find a place to settle down. This place was very suitable. Taking this place would be of great benefit to the family, so he couldn't help but be tempted. Zyan nodded. "I understand what you said, but there are ways to get it. If you simply deal with the high-level officials, you will usher in a more fierce resistance than Konoha village. The result will not be much better than the coup in Konoha village. Even if it succeeds, the good ecology of the island will be destroyed, and the good for us will also turn into a bad thing. Uchiha Shisui suggested. I can use the distinguished heavenly gods to control their snake princess. This is a good method, but it is overkill. The cooldown time of Shisui's distinguished heavenly gods is too long and cannot be wasted on this kind of thing. In fact, cooperation is the best option compared to occupying this place. We know that too, but aren't they extremely xenophobic, and would they really be willing to cooperate with us? Uchiha Yashira said that ninjas are entrusted by their employers to complete tasks, and cooperation is not exclusive to ninjas. Just leave this matter to me, and you don't have to worry about it. Zyan said with a smile. After he knew that he had arrived at Nine Snake Island, he had no intention of letting it go. Advertisement. Uchiha Fugaku looked at Zyan and said, it seems like you already have an idea. That's right, let's all have a good rest and adjust to the jet lag. We will all be living in this world for a long time in the future. Zyan stretched and said. Seeing Zyan like this, the tense nerves of the others relaxed slightly. After all, launching a coup is also a life and death struggle for the Uchiha clan. If a coup is really launched, the Uchiha clan will not know how many casualties they have already suffered. Now all the clan members are fine and have come to a new world. The Uchiha clan is undoubtedly lucky. As long as they develop well, one day they will return to Konoha village again and take back everything that belongs to them. Asterisk. At this time, outside. How is the situation? Grandma Z asked Kikyo. They didn't move much, and almost all of them took a rest after eating, Platycoden Wei reported. Although Grandma Yi has no authority, she was once the Empress here and was well informed. Everyone still respects Grandma Yi. Continue to send people to keep a close eye on us, and we must not let up. Yes, but, mother-in-law, who are they? Grandma Z shook her head. I've never heard of it. News about Nine Snakes Island is still too closed, and it's too difficult to get outside information. But these guys are undoubtedly a terrifyingly powerful family. Without the Empress, if we have a conflict with them, Amazon Lily will definitely suffer heavy losses, so if the other party doesn't take action, we must try to avoid it. Advertisement. Chapter 7 I actually have a system. Advertisement. 16 years. Zyan sat on the roof, looking at the moonlight in the sky, picking up the wine bottle and having a drink. He was originally just an ordinary student of Blue Star. An accident caused him to travel to the Hokage ninja world and become a newborn baby of the Uchiha clan. Knowing that he had traveled to the world of Hokage ninjas and that he was still a member of the Uchiha clan made him a little excited. There is no man who is not interested in extraordinary power. But before he could be excited for long, the war broke out and his parents were sent to the front line by Konoha. As a result, they died on the battlefield. Their happy family was gone and he became an orphan. He just remembered that this was a world where life and death were uncertain. In order to survive, he had to continue to become stronger. So he started practicing when he was 1 year old, and he didn't know if it was because he was a time traveler, but his talent was very good. After he learned the news of the death of his parents in this life, he turned on Sharingan in pain. A 1-year-old baby activating Sharingan would cause an uproar among the Uchiha clan, and the entire Konoha village might know about it. For safety reasons, he did not tell anyone the news and just practiced silently. At the age of 4, he had already initiated Mangekyo Sharingan. His Mangekyo Sharingan ability is the same as Shisui's distinguished heavenly gods. The ability is very simple, traveling between two realms. The two eyes can each fixate a world as an anchor point, so that they can travel between the two worlds without losing their way. At first, he used the Hokage world as an anchor point, and then activated the pupil technique of time travel. The world he traveled to for the first time was actually a world he was familiar with, the world of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. So he practiced hard in the Demon Slayer world. During his time in Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, he joined the Demon Slayer Corps and learned all the breathing techniques including the starting breath of sun breath. He also used the Sharingan copy to learn the sword forms of all breathing techniques. In the end, he helped the Demon Slayer squad defeat the ancestor of ghosts, Demon Dance Suji Muzan, which was considered as repayment for learning the breathing method. Advertisement. The biggest help that Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba has given him is breathing techniques and sword skills, which have significantly improved his strength. Later, when the war broke out, he was sent to the battlefield and relied on what he had learned. He gained an extremely famous name in the ninja world. Sword God, Uchiha Sharingan. His reputation in the ninja world is no less than, or even better than, the Yellow Flash of Konoha in the 4th Hokage. Later, Uchiha Obito controlled Nine Tails to attack Konoha village. He was ordered by Konoha senior officials not to participate in the war. He was closely monitored by many Anbu and was not allowed to leave his house. He knew that the top management of Konoha was afraid of him and was afraid that he would take the opportunity to control Nine Tails, but he didn't know that he had no idea at all. Although Nine Tails was very strong, he didn't really need it. Since Konoha didn't allow him to participate in the war, he was happy to watch the excitement. He didn't want to participate in the war in the first place, and now he didn't even have to make excuses. In the end, the 4th Hokage was killed and Konoha village was destroyed. Under the instigation of some thoughtful people, the villagers of Konoha village added Uchiha Obito to control the Nine-Tails Demon Fox, and the Nine-Tails Demon Fox showed the appearance of Sharingan in its eyes. The rumor was actually that he controlled the Nine-Tails Demon Fox to attack the village. In this way, he changed from the great hero respected by everyone in Konoha village to the great traitor despised by everyone. Zyan did not want to explain whether he was a traitor or not, but the top management of Konoha village knew best. They did not come out to refute the rumors, and they obviously wanted to pour this basin of dirty water on himself. In the anime, the third Hokage pretends to be sanctimonious, but in fact it is the third generation that really forces the Uchiha clan to rebel. After seeing this clearly, Zyan naturally no longer wants to work for Konoha village. After the Nine Tails incident, he just stayed at home, but actually traveled to other worlds to practice hard. The world of One Piece was a world he discovered not long ago. Before he could explore it carefully, he encountered the coup. Considering the situation of the family in the One Piece world, it was just right to bring the Uchiha clan into this world. The Uchiha clan is actually very united, except for the occasional extreme-thinking guys like Uchiha Madara and Uchiha Obito. Advertisement. Here, the Uchiha clan, don't need to look at the faces of Konoha's higher-ups, nor do they need to be irritated by the people of Konoha village. Using the power of his family, he seemed to be able to create the 4 emperors of the new world. Thinking of this, Zyan's lips curled up slightly and he couldn't help but smile. Sudden, a voice came from Zyan's mind. Open black lens bracket ding. Host adult detected. The system is automatically activated. Close black lens bracket. The family rejuvenation system is successfully activated. Close black lens bracket. Trigger the main mission. Find a new location for the family. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket reward. 1 Tomo Sharingan close black lens bracket. Quote. When Zyan heard the systematic voice in his mind, he was suddenly confused. What's the situation? Laozi actually has a system. When he was just born, he really thought about whether he had a system. After all, the time traveler matching system is standard in online novels. But no matter how much he shouted or acted like a monster, there was no response. He had given up on the system. He has grown to this point all through his own efforts. Looking at the entire ninja world, there are few people who can't be killed by Laozi. It turns out that Laozi is a time traveler with a cheat. Also, what is this Magatama Sharingan as a reward? Laozi has already become Mangekyo. Now, if you reward Laozi with a Magatama Sharingan, why don't you even want this thing? Advertisement. Chapter 8 Meeting the Empress for the first time. Advertisement. System, do you know what level my Sharingan is? Open black lens bracket Mangekyo Sharingan. Close black lens bracket. Then you still want to reward me with a Magatama Sharingan. Can you give me another reward? This is the main task. This task cannot be changed or refused. Close black lens bracket. Penalty for failure. New system functions cannot be enabled. Close black lens bracket. Zyan's mouth twitched. Tasteless. What a waste. Normally, as a time traveler with a system known as the most powerful cheat, he should definitely be happy, but this system made him feel useless. This feeling was as if he was about to reach the full level of the divine equipment, but ended up having to do the main quest starting from level 1, and then gratefully received the pitiful reward given by the system. Never mind. He has never experienced any big storms in recent years. Anyway, he wants to find a base for his family, so he can complete this task smoothly. In the future, you still have to rely on yourself. Although the system is very powerful, it cannot be said that 10 years have passed since I relied on the system to grow to where I am today. Originally, I wanted to spend my 16th birthday peacefully by myself, drinking wine and admiring the moon. I never imagined that I would receive such a birthday gift. All the complicated feelings can only be described in one word. Grass. Zyan gave a middle finger to the full moon in the sky, then went back to the house to sleep. Early the next morning, everyone in the Uchiha clan was woken up by a loud noise. Lord Snake Lady is back. Lord Snake Lady is back. The Uchiha clan was a little confused when they heard this shout. Looking outside, they saw everyone in the village rushing towards the port of the village. How is this going? Advertisement. Zyan smiled and said, it seems that the real master is back. Shisui and Itachi, let's go and greet him. Open the door. The huge iron gates slowly opened to both sides, and a pirate ship pulled by 2 huge pythons slowly sailed into the city. Lord Snake Lady, the holy driver has returned. Welcome back. Thank you for your hard work. Kuja pirates. Almost all the villagers gathered on both sides of the road to welcome him. What a great harvest. Gahahaha. Ah, Master Alan, Master Jew. It's so majestic. I will also join the pirate group in the future. Many little girls looked at the members on the pirate ship longingly. At this time, more enthusiastic cheers sounded, and a woman walked down. This woman has long black hair, dark blue eyes, a perfect face, and a pair of snake-shaped gold earrings on her ears. Her astonishing beauty makes people fall in love with her just by looking at her. This person is none other than the pirate empress known as the world's most beautiful woman, Boa Hancock. Ah, the 3 Gorgon sisters, Master Marigold, Lord Gong Dengua, Lord Snake Princess. It's so beautiful that I can't even find it. A woman said respectfully, thank you for your hard work. The ape girl's car is ready. What happened recently? Advertisement. The expressions of many of the soldiers who protect the country changed. Men are not allowed to enter Nine Snakes Island, and Her Majesty the Empress especially hates men. If she knew that a man entered the city, she would be furious. Boa Hancock knew something was wrong when he saw the protector's face. It looks like something happened, tell me. What on earth is it? At this time, three figures appeared on the street, immediately attracting everyone's attention. Hello, respected Lady Snake, we are. Before Zyan could finish speaking, Boa Hancock's face suddenly darkened. Man, are they men? How could there be a man? Everyone around was shocked that there was actually a man on Nine Snakes Island. A man actually stepped onto the island of Nine Snakes and entered the sacred city of Nine Snakes. What do you protector warriors do for food? Take down their Nine Snakes pirates. As soon as Boa Hancock's order was given, several members of the Nine Snakes pirates rushed towards Zyan and the others. Shisui and Itachi immediately rushed forward. Bang bang. The women who attacked were knocked down by Shisui and Itachi in an instant. What? Everyone was shocked when they saw this scene. The people who just took action were all members of the Nine Snakes pirates. Those who could become members of the Nine Snakes pirates were the most elite warriors among Amazon Lily. And these warriors were knocked down in an instant. Immediately afterwards, almost everyone around them raised their weapons and looked at Zyan and the three of them with murderous intent. The Empress could only give the order and shoot the three of Zyan into a hornet's nest. Hey, don't be so enthusiastic, everyone, this is not the way to be hospitable. Zyan raised his hands in surrender and said, Man, please tell me the truth. Who are you? What is the purpose of coming here, and how did you enter the island? Seeing Zyan surrender, Boa Hancock did not order an attack for the time being. My name is Uchiha Xuanyan, and these are my two younger brothers, Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Itachi. We are the Uchiha clan. Because we encountered some accidents, we had to move as a clan. It was an accident that we came here. Advertisement. Chapter 9 Take a bet. Advertisement. Nonsense. This is the calm belt, surrounded by the layers of giant sea kings. It is impossible for ordinary people to come here. You must have bad intentions. Kill them. Before Zyan could finish speaking, the Empress gave an order, and everyone immediately prepared to attack. Suddenly, a voice sounded. Wait a minute. Then an old lady came out. What about mother-in-law? When Boa Hancock saw her mother-in-law, she immediately showed an expression of disgust. Old woman, did you let these three stinky men enter here? The protector of the country did not dare to let the man enter here. It must have been the decision made by this old immortal. It's Lao Shen, and Lao Shen is also thinking about national security. Our country is a forbidden land for men. When they set foot on our land, it is already a capital crime. You did not kill them and brought them into the sacred Nine Snakes city. It is also a capital crime. We will deal with these men after they are killed. You old guy, kill them. Sudden, everyone in the front row who was close to Zyan softened and fell to the ground and fainted. Boa Hancock and others' expressions suddenly changed. What's going on? What did you do? Zyan spread his hands and said with a smile, It's nothing, I just hypnosis them. Boa Hancock noticed at this time that the eyes of Zyan and the others had turned red at some point, and there were three mysterious magatama around the pupils. The moment she saw these eyes, even she couldn't help but feel shocked. What a pair of evil eyes this is. Grandma Z was also trembling in her heart. Sure enough, this young man's abilities were terrifying. If they had insisted on taking action yesterday, it would have probably caused irreparable consequences. You should be able to listen to what I say now. Advertisement. Man, what do you want to say? Boa Hancock already wanted to take the initiative to kill these guys, but there were so many citizens around, and the position of the three of them also threatened all the surrounding citizens, forcing her not to act rashly. We, the Uchiha clan, want to cooperate with your Amazon Lily. A woman stood up and said, Cooperation. What qualifications does a guy who has never heard of it have to cooperate with us? Who do you think Lord Snake G is? The pirate Empress, one of the 7 warlords of the sea, is praised by the world as the most beautiful woman in the world for her peerless appearance. I only heard about her before, but now I see her reputation is truly well deserved. Zyan said this and looked at Boa Hancock carefully and appreciatively. When Boa Hancock saw Zyan's appearance, he felt contempt in his heart. Sure enough, none of these stinky men could escape his beauty. Knowing that my Lord Snake Lady still dares to say this. Do you think you can run wild here if you have some skills? The crew of the 9 Snakes pirates scolded Zyan. Boa Hancock raised his hand to stop, then looked at Zyan and said, I would like to hear what you want to cooperate with. It's like this. I know a place with a lot of gold. We can work together to bring it back. I can give half of it to you. In exchange, you only need to divide an area for our family in the city so that my family can thrive. Impossible. As soon as Zyan finished speaking, Boa Hancock immediately denied it. Amazon Lily will never allow men to exist. This has been a rule for hundreds of years. Don't refuse in a hurry. There is a lot of gold there, enough to make a mountain. Zyan said in a seductive tone. Mountain. Mountains of gold. Cuckoo. Advertisement. Many members of the 9 Snakes pirates had greedy looks in their eyes, and they couldn't help but gulp down their saliva. Although they were women, they were also pirates. No pirate could remain unmoved in the face of so many treasures. Boa Hancock's lips slightly raised and he said proudly, As long as I catch you, I can still know where the gold is. Oh my, you are such a clever little kid. This is not possible. It will cause heavy casualties. Otherwise, how about we make a bet? What's the bet? Boa Hancock became a little interested when he heard the bet. Zyan looked around and said, I heard that this is the country of warriors, Amazon Lily. Then let's have a 3-on-3 fair showdown. If you win, I will tell you the location of the gold, and at the same time, our family will be at your disposal. You know quite a lot. If we win, then we will follow the requirements I just said. What do you think? Interesting. Since you are seeking death, I agree. Boa Hancock sneered and said that in her opinion, these people were just struggling to death. She didn't mind letting the other party jump a few times at the end, and she could also watch a good show. Once these three guys are defeated, he will completely wipe out the other clan. Soon, almost everyone headed to the arena. This is a venue where warriors hold martial arts competitions on weekdays. The circular fighting platform has 3 levels. The deep trench on the outermost level is filled with sharp knives. If you accidentally fall on it, you will almost certainly die. I heard a man is coming. Men. Are those people men? Isn't it said that men are all violent and scary? Why do they look so gentle? Don't be deceived by man's appearance. My mother said that men are all liars. The more handsome a man is, the more likely he is to lie. Advertisement. Chapter 10 Illusion. Advertisement. There is a small area on the economic stage where the Uchiha clan is arranged to watch the battle. Zyan plans to fight with the opponent. This is a good way. This can reduce the casualties caused by the conflict and show our strength. Through yesterday's conflict, they all saw that although this country is full of women, their fighting power cannot be underestimated. And with the strength of their numbers, if the Uchiha clan conflicts with each other, they will definitely suffer heavy losses. If it can be solved by betting on the outcome, it will undoubtedly be very cost-effective. Even if the other party regrets it, they will still be afraid of the power of their clan and not dare to act recklessly. Lord Shiji, do you plan to send this thing on the field in the first game? At this time, Zyan was standing on the fighting platform, and in front of him stood a huge black panther that was 4 to 5 meters high and 6 to 7 meters long. Gulululu. The black panther looked at Zyan as if he was seeing a delicious meal. Unsatisfactory saliva flowed from the corner of his mouth, and he kept wiping it with the back of his paw. Boa Hancock sat on the highest position of the fighting platform, raised his legs, looked down at Zyan and said arrogantly, "Of course not, the black panther is named Bakola, it is a carnivorous beast raised by the emperor of our country for generations as an executioner. After execution, there will be no bones left. Although I agree to your bet, not everyone can fight with me. If you want to have a bet, you have to show your true strength. You also said that this is Amazon Lily, a country of warriors. Only the strong are beautiful. If you can't even pass this test, then go all out and fight to the death here. We will see you off." Zyan smiled helplessly. "You are really a clever little kid. You actually said that Lord Snake Lady is a clever little ghost. Kill him. Bakura, a cowardly but self-righteous man." All the Amazon Lily women who were watching the match roared loudly. Snake Princess is the emperor of Amazon Lily and the idol of everyone in Amazon Lily. For the fanatical fans, no one is allowed to say anything bad about their idol. Bakura, with an order from Boa Hancock. Grr. Advertisement. The huge black panther roared and rushed towards Zyan, opening its bloody mouth as if it wanted to bite Zyan into pieces. Zyan just slowly raised his palm. Stop. Suddenly, when Bakola was about to bite Zyan, his huge body suddenly stopped in front of Zyan. Shut up. Click. Bakura suddenly shut up. Sit down. Bakura sat down on the ring. Give me your hand. Black Panther Bakura quickly placed his right paw on Zyan's palm. Twirl around. Black Panther Bakura began to circle wildly in place. Quote. The entire audience, except for the Uchiha clan, was dumbfounded. Bakura, what are you doing? Why are you obeying that man's orders like a pet dog? How did he do that? The female warriors of Nine Snake Island in the audience were all very puzzled. Haha, it's fun. It's so fun. Brother Schwanyan is so awesome. 5-year-old Uchiha Sasuke felt very interesting when he saw this scene and couldn't help but clapped his hands happily. At this time, Uchiha Sasuke was still a child who grew up in a happy family. He was kind-hearted, lively and cheerful, far from the cold temperament he later became. I also like to go to Zyan on weekdays, because Zyan is the strongest person in the Uchiha clan and admires Zyan very much. Advertisement. Everyone in the Uchiha clan couldn't help but smile. Uchiha Fugaku said with emotion, Zanyan's illusion is still so powerful. As the leader of the Uchiha clan, he can actually control the Black Panther easily, but he cannot control the Black Panther as easily and comfortably as Zyan. Zyan is the top master of the Uchiha clan. As an elder, are you still jealous? Fugaku's wife Uchiha Makoto teased. Jealous. I won't be so narrow-minded. The stronger Zyan is, the better. With him, our Uchiha clan may be able to stand at the top again in the future. Uchiha Fugaku has always wanted to revive the Uchiha clan, not just him, but almost all members of the Uchiha clan. The Uchiha clan has been revived a little bit under the leadership of Uchiha Fugaku in recent years, but it is still far away from its former peak. In recent years, the Uchiha clan has been in trouble because of the suppression by Konoha's top brass. But he saw hope for the revival of the Uchiha clan in Zyan, Uchiha Shisui and his son Uchiha Itachi. At this time, bang! The Black Panther's huge body fell to the ground with a thud, his eyes turned blind. Zyan raised his head, looked at Boa Hancock and said with a smile. Well, let's start this time. Boa Hancock's face looked a little ugly, and she was so angry that she bit her big female finger. She just said such a ferocious beast, but in the end, it turned into a pet dog in front of the other party. This was a slap in her face. What have you done? What did you do? It's very simple. I used illusion to control it. Illusion. Are you demon fruit power? No, this is a special power inherited from the blood of my Uchiha clan. It's those eyes of yours. Boa Hancock guessed the answer immediately. Zyan smiled and nodded and admitted, yes, my eyes can hypnosis and use illusions. As long as you look into my eyes, you may be controlled by me. Everyone's expressions changed when they heard this, and they couldn't help but look away slightly when looking at Zyan. Advertisement. Chapter 11. Your opponent is him. Advertisement. They all saw the way Bakura was affected by hypnosis, and they didn't want to look like that in front of the public. That would be worse than death. Boa Hancock's expression changed slightly. He didn't expect that the other party had such a terrifying ability, but it would have been better to have known about it in advance. Marigolds. Next to Boa Hancock, a fat woman with long orange hair and a huge figure jumped lightly and landed lightly in front of Zyan. She pointed at Zyan with a huge sword and said, man, I will chop off your head. Zyan raised his hand and said, wait a minute, the person fighting you is not me, Itachi. A thin figure appeared next to Zyan. Your opponent is him. Kid, you actually sent a kid to fight me. You were looking down on me. Marigold immediately became angry when she saw Uchiha Itachi, who was obviously just a child in his early 10 years. Zyan smiled faintly and said, you're underestimating me. This is a battle where the fate of my Uchiha clan is at stake. How could I underestimate him? Itachi is the genius of my Uchiha clan. He is sent out because I value him enough. Itachi, I leave her to you. Okay. Uchiha Itachi nodded firmly. Marigold looked at Uchiha Itachi and said, kid, I won't show mercy just because you are a child. Advertisement. Marigold's body became even larger, and her body transformed into a half-human, half-snake form. Ah, Lord Marigold, it appears. Gorgon's spell. Ah, what a majestic figure. This is the proof of the warrior you get after defeating the monster Gorgon. The cursed imperial sister is so charming. All the Amazon Lily villagers in the stands became excited. What's this? A person turned into a snake. This doesn't look like a ninjutsu, nor does it look like a transformation technique. Everyone in Uchiha, who had just arrived in this world and was still unfamiliar with the situation in this world, was a little surprised when they saw each other's change. Zyan, who had already come to the stands, explained, this is the devil fruit ability. It is said that there is a special fruit in this world, called the devil fruit. If you eat the devil fruit, you will have some incredible powers. However, people who eat devil fruit will also be cursed by the sea and cannot swim in the sea water. However, compared to the power gained, this side effect is insignificant. Therefore, this fruit is also extremely precious, and it is relatively common in the ninja world. In terms of money, there are 100 million taels, and the more valuable ones may be tens of billions of taels. 100 million, 10 billions, real or fake? The Uchiha clan was all shocked. Is it so expensive? This thing is too valuable. The salary of the Konoha guard is only 50,000 taels a month, and the Uchiha clan's annual expenses of 100 million taels are not that much, let alone tens of billions. Advertisement. Such huge wealth is simply an astronomical figure for the Uchiha clan, which has been suppressed by Konoha's top brass for many years. Uchiha Fugaku, however, was thinking more. Zyan, is this devil fruit powerful? Zyan nodded with a rare serious look, it's very powerful. Devil fruit is divided into 3 categories, Zone, Paramesha, and Logia. Zone is the one in front of you. She should be taking the snake fruit, cobra form. The advantage of Zone devil fruit is its recovery power. If the devil fruit is developed to the level of awakening, it can be called an immortal warrior, even if it is fatally injured. It can also be recovered quickly. Paramesha is also very powerful and has some superpowers. Some can control gravity to pull meteorites from the universe, and some can use vibrations to shatter the earth and crack the sea. Logia is also known as the strongest species. It can control and transform a series of natural forces such as wind, fire, thunder and lightning. Some can freeze the sea, and some can burn all things. Everyone in the Uchiha clan changed their colors when they heard this. At first, they thought the world was just like this, but they didn't expect it to have such a powerful ability. Someone said, isn't such a powerful strength already comparable to the Hokage? Zyan nodded affirmatively. Well, to be precise, many strong men in this world are better than Hokage. Perhaps only the strongest first Hokage can rival him. This is a bit exaggerated, but it is not far off. At least it should make these people understand that the world is not that simple. Quote. Everyone in the Uchiha clan was shocked by what Zyan said. The Hokage is already known to them as the strongest person in the village, and the first Hokage Senju Hashirama is known as the god of ninja. Being able to be called a god means that the first Hokage is as powerful as a god. At that time, in the entire ninja world, only Uchiha Madara, the ancestor of their Uchiha clan, could rival him. And these two people have died together. Now the ninja world has not had a ninja who can be called a god for a long time. Now in the entire ninja world, the only one who is called a god is Zyan, who is called the sword god. But in real terms, the weight is obviously much worse than first Hokage and Uchiha Madara. Advertisement. Chapter 12 Uchiha Itachi. Advertisement. At this time, the battle below has begun. Kid, if you don't want to die, surrender immediately. Marigold quickly swung the weapon and struck Uchiha Itachi, but Uchiha Itachi quickly dodged. Kill him, Lord Marigold. There was a lot of shouting from the audience. Come on, brother. In the Uchiha clan stands, young Uchiha Sasuke cheers for Uchiha Itachi. Kid, can you only hide? Puff. Marigold spit a sticky phlegm at Uchiha Itachi, but Uchiha Itachi dodged it again. Bah. The slime fell to the ground, making a harsh corrosive sound. Poison. Yes, it's extremely poisonous. What a pity. Uchiha Itachi instantly took out several shurikens in his hand and threw them at Marigold. Ding ding ding. When the shuriken landed on Marigold, it made a sound like it was touching an iron object, and all the shurikens were bounced away. What? Uchiha Itachi was a little surprised, and everyone in the Uchiha clan was confused. Don't you understand this? He is indeed a guy from a small place in the countryside. This is Haki, armament Haki, a brat who doesn't even understand Haki. The only thing you can do to scratch my body is to tickle me when your attack falls on me. Marigold said proudly, then raised the sword high and slashed it at Uchiha Itachi. Uchiha Itachi jumped up quickly, and Marigold quickly spit out a mouthful of venom at Uchiha Itachi. Uchiha Itachi quickly formed a seal with his hands. Si Wei Shen Hai Wu Yin. Fire style Great Fireball technique. Call. A giant great fireball 2 meters in diameter was spit out from Uchiha Itachi's mouth. Advertisement. Bah. The great fireball evaporates the venom of the Marigold in an instant. Although Marigold was shocked, she still reacted and quickly ducked back to avoid it. Boom. A huge fireball explodes. Marigold screamed in pain. Although she avoided the fireball, the terrifying heat wave erupted from the fireball still burned her body. Even with armament Haki, she could not completely protect herself. Master Marigold. What is that? People can actually spit out fire. Marigold endured the pain and gritted her teeth and looked at Uchiha Itachi. What kind of power do you have? Uchiha Itachi said calmly. Ninjutsu, if you don't want to get hurt, just admit defeat. Kid, just because you want me to admit defeat, it's still early. Don't think you are the only one who can use fire. Possessed by snake hair, the snake god of fire. Marigold's body burned with flames, and her hair formed 2 giant snakes with flames attached to them, looking very majestic. Seeing Marigold's transformation, the Amazon Lily women in the audience became excited again. Master Marigold is serious. That kid is dead. Kill him, Lord Marigold. Marigold looked at Uchiha Itachi and said, You brat, your flames can no longer harm me. Uchiha Itachi's expression remained unchanged, showing no fear. Fire. Then use water. Go to hell. Marigold controlled the fire snake to attack Uchiha Itachi and bite him. Uchiha Itachi jumped high into the air and quickly formed seals with his hands. Water-style water dragon bomb technique. Uchiha Itachi spits water from his mouth to form a huge water dragon. The water dragon and the fire snake collided and swallowed the fire snake in the blink of an eye, creating a strong steam explosion. Wah! Advertisement. The hot white steam spread to the surroundings, affecting the entire auditorium. After a while, the fog dispersed, the flames on Marigold's body disappeared, and the whole person was like a drowned rat with disheveled hair. Uchiha Itachi didn't know when he appeared in front of Marigold and looked at Marigold and said calmly, You lost. Marigold was about to retort, but suddenly, she found that her body could not move, and looked into Uchiha Itachi's eyes. She immediately recalled what Zyan said before, and understood that she was probably under an illusion. She struggled hard, but no matter how hard she struggled, her body remained motionless. Only then did she realize how terrifying the illusion Zyan was talking about was. It would be futile to continue. If the other party really wanted to kill him, he would be a corpse now. Marigold finally lowered her head and said in despair. I lost. Boom. The audience was in an uproar. What? Master Marigold actually gave in. That kid is so awesome. Spraying fire and water, how did he do it? The female warriors in the stands were all shocked. Who was the opponent? A child in his teens actually defeated Lord Marigold, one of the 3 Gorgon sisters. This is incredible. Lord Marigold is one of the top 3 most powerful among the Amazon Lily warriors. Brother is so awesome. Sasuke cheered happily when he saw Itachi defeating a powerful opponent cleanly. The people in the Uchiha clan were also very surprised to see Itachi's performance. They did not expect that Uchiha Itachi was already so strong. But it's not particularly surprising, because Zyan was already famous throughout the ninja world when he was 11 years old. I'm sorry, sister, I lost. Marigold returned to the pirate Empress Boa Hancock in shame. Boa Hancock's face didn't look good. The sister she had high hopes for actually lost in the first game, which really made her face look dull. It's okay. You're just not familiar with the other party's power. Leave the rest to me. The second child, Gong Dengua, patted Marigold on the shoulder and comforted her, and then prepared to go on stage. Marigold quickly warned. Sister Sonia, you have to be careful about the other person's eyes. Their illusions are very powerful. I couldn't move my body after being hit. Gong Dengua said confidently. Is it an illusion? It's just a small trick. As long as you don't look at it, it will be fine. Advertisement. Chapter 13 Uchiha Shisui. Advertisement. Gong Dengua walked towards the arena below. Shisui, go ahead. Zyan arranged for Shisui to come on stage. Uchiha Shisui smiled and said, to what extent? Shisui didn't seem to think that he would be defeated at all. He had a very good relationship with Brother Xuanyan, and he had guessed some of his thoughts. You just have to figure it out. Zyan smiled. Good. Shisui appeared next to Itachi. Itachi, you go to rest first and leave this guy to me. When Gong Dengua saw her opponent Shisui, she couldn't help but frowned. Are there no adults in your clan? Just send some children to play. Uchiha Shisui smiled nonchalantly and said, don't underestimate me just because I'm young. I'm the second master of the Uchiha clan after all. Mia Denka's expression suddenly became serious when she heard Uchiha Shisui's words. She had already seen Uchiha Itachi's strength just now, and this one looked 3 years older than the one just now. And he also clearly said that he was the second master, which was enough to show that the opponent was stronger than the boy just now. Boy, what's your name? My name is Uchiha Shisui. Can you breathe fire and water too? Ninjutsu. That's not a rare thing. All my people use it. Gong Dengua's expression changed slightly. Everyone would do it. There were about 300 people in the opponent's family, so wouldn't that be equivalent to 300 people with abilities? No, it can't be calculated like this. Even if you know the so-called ninjutsu, the power will definitely be different depending on the user. But even so, this force is very terrifying. She suddenly felt a little lucky. Fortunately, she didn't have a direct conflict with the opponent just now. Fighting with such a powerful force, even Amazon Lily would definitely suffer heavy losses. Gong Dengua slowly closed her eyes. Advertisement. Why did you close your eyes? Because I might fall into an illusion when I see your eyes. In that case, it's better not to look at it. A good idea, but how are you going to fight like this? Uchiha Shisui took out a kunai and quickly threw it at Gong Dengua. Gong Dengua quickly twisted her waist to avoid Uchiha Shisui's attack. Shisui was a little surprised. He quickly took out several kunai and threw them at the palace lantern flowers one after another. Snake dance. Gong Dengua's body kept twisting, avoiding all Shisui's kunai. It's so neat. Gong Dengua-sama's haki is simply amazing. The female warriors in the audience looked at Gong Dengua with admiration. Call out. Shisui's figure instantly appeared behind Gong Dengua, and the tip of Gong Dengua's tail stabbed Shisui. Boom. Shisui dodged and the stone guardrail was easily shattered by Gong Lantern Flower's tail. Do you know what I'm going to do? Uchiha Shisui was a little confused. The opponent could actually dodge his attack by closing his eyes. Gong Dengua smiled and said, this is observation haki. As long as a person is alive, the body can make special sounds. Through these sounds, the opponent's next movements and power can be predicted. After further training, the accuracy and range will be expanded, so even if I close my eyes, I can still feel your movements. Armament haki can improve defense and attack. Observation haki can sense the movements of enemies outside the line of sight. What a powerful ability. Ninjas often fight and can sense their opponents' actions, but they cannot sense them so clearly, so he understands how powerful these two seemingly simple powers can be in actual combat. Kid, your eyes have no effect on me. I can dodge your attacks, and you can dodge my attacks a few times. I will definitely win this duel. Gong Dengua controlled her tail to attack Shisui, and Shisui moved her body to dodge Gong Dengua's attack. For a moment, it seemed that Shisui was passive. Kill him. Lord Gong Dengua. Come on. Lord Gong Dengua. Advertisement. Call out. Shisui quickly threw the kunai at Miyatoka's eyes, and Miyatoka quickly caught it. At this moment, Shisui's figure appeared behind Gong Dengua's head and kicked Gong Dengua on the back of the head. Whoa. Gong Dengua leaned forward and put her arms on the floor to prevent herself from lying down. Damn it. It seems that although your observation haki perception is very powerful, it requires concentration. You're a very smart kid, but the result won't change anything. I was just careless just now, and I won't give you any chance in the future. Possessed by snake hair Yamada no Orochi. Gong Lantern's green hair began to elongate and deform, and the hair was braided into 8 huge pythons, with sharp fangs in its mouth. The python quickly bit Shisui. Call out. Shisui's figure disappeared. Click. The rock guardrail of the arena was bitten by a python, and the python's hair turned into something as hard as steel teeth. Here, Gong Dengua controlled the other pythons to quickly bite Shisui. Boom 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 boom. The floor was easily chewed up, and large pits appeared one after another. As the battle continued, Gong Dengua gradually became a little irritable. She clearly saw through Shisui's movements but she couldn't catch up at all. Although the Uchiha clan was frightened by the attack power of the python formed by Miyako Hana's hair, they did not panic. That was the Shisui, who was famous in the ninja world. How could he be attacked so easily? Almost all the attacks missed. Gong Dengua finally couldn't help but roared. You guy, how on earth did you avoid my attacks? Advertisement. Chapter 14. Come down. Advertisement. Your observation haki is really powerful, but the eyes themselves are important human organs, which cannot be replaced by observation haki. Brother Xuanyan just said that Sharingan can hypnosis and use illusions, but that is only part of Sharingan's power. In addition to hypnosis, Sharingan also has extraordinary insight. You can sense my movements, and so can I. Insight into your movements. Damn it. Gong Dengua's face became very ugly when she heard Shisui's words. Where did these guys come from? And the eyes of this Sharingan are so pervert that he has so many abilities. Shadow clone technique. Bang bang bang. Suddenly, 4 shadow clones appeared on the fighting platform that were exactly the same as Shisui. What? Gong Dengua was a little confused at this time. 4 more people suddenly appeared in her perception, and their auras were exactly the same as that of the kid. What kind of magic is this? How can one person become 5? The female warrior and the Empress who could see it more clearly in the stands were even more confused. The 5 Uchiha Shisui rushed towards Miyatuka and attacked him. Miyatuka also faced the 5 Shisui alone. After a while, Gong Dengua was a little embarrassed and suffered some minor injuries. The opponent's weapon is also attached with special power, which can break through her armament Haki's defense. Although this injury is nothing to the Zone Fruit user, all 4 clones of Uchiha Shisui have been crushed and disappeared. Use all your other abilities. It's impossible for those clones to defeat me. It seems you have no other abilities. It's time to end the battle. Fire style Howlong fire technique. Shisui quickly formed a seal and spewed out 3 fire dragons from his mouth to attack Gong Lantern Flower. Gong Dengua quickly dodged and the fire dragon flew towards the auditorium. Wah! The female warriors in the audience were immediately frightened. But the fire dragon did not attack them. Instead, it flew in front of them and then quickly rushed towards Gong Dengua again. Advertisement. When Gong Dengua saw this, she knew she couldn't hide, so she controlled her hair and rushed forward. Boom boom boom. A violent explosion erupted on the fighting platform. Oh. The powerful explosion impact was clearly felt by the audience. Sister Sonia. Marigold Hua's expression changed drastically when she saw Gong Lantern Hua being attacked. After a while, the smoke dissipated, and Gong Dengua lay on the ring panting, looking very embarrassed. Her hair was burned to a large area, and there were some burns on her body. It was obvious that she had no strength to fight anymore. Accepted. Hateful. Gong Dengua hammered the ground angrily. If the arena wasn't too small and their bodies were too big, she wouldn't have lost so miserably. How come? Even Lord Gong Dengua, are all men so powerful? This strength is too strong. Wait a minute, even Lord Gong Dengua lost, doesn't that mean these outsiders won? Great, we won. Many people in the Uchiha clan cheered. Empress Boa Hancock's face looked even more ugly at this time, and the nail on her thumb was almost bitten. Advertisement. She was in a very irritable mood right now. They were just a group of stinky men. With her own abilities, she could easily turn all of these people into stone. Zyan originally agreed to the gambling fight because he thought he would definitely win, and regarded it as punishment entertainment, but he didn't expect such a result. Wait a minute, the battle is not over yet. We agreed to have 3 duels, but now we've only had 2 duels, so we haven't decided the winner yet. Hey, Master Shiji, aren't you being a rogue? The Empress blinked her eyes with an innocent and cute expression. You're cheating. I'm not cheating. You said you'd have 3 duels, but you didn't say you'd win 2 out of 3. Besides, this is Amazon Lily, and I belong to you. All the rules of the country should be made by me. Even if I am acting rogue, it doesn't matter. The reason is. Yes, because I am so beautiful. Empress Boa Hancock said as she brushed her hair with her fingers and winked playfully. Ah, Lord Snake Lady. That's right. Lady Shiji should have the final say on the rules. Lord Snake Ji is always right. The female warriors in the audience all went crazy, as if they were ardent fans. Cuckoo. Many men in the Uchiha clan couldn't help but gulp when they saw the cute appearance of Empress Hancock. They have never seen a beauty as beautiful as the Empress in Konoha village, and the women in this country are also dressed too revealingly. They have never seen such a scene. If the Uchiha clan hadn't been born with strong spiritual power, they might also have gone crazy for this woman. Haha, you will also agree with me. Zyan spread his hands helplessly. If I don't agree, will you agree? Won't. I knew it. Zyan's figure appeared on the fighting stage in an instant, looking at the Empress Boa Hancock and said lightly. Come down. I know that if I don't defeat you completely, you will definitely not be convinced. Advertisement. Chapter 15 Zyan appears. Advertisement. What did you say? Rude man. Who do you think you are? Who is Lady Snake Lady? You actually said you want to defeat Lady Snake Lady. How arrogant. When the female warriors heard Zyan say that he wanted to defeat Lady Snake Ji, they all yelled at him. After all, such words were no different from coming to the gym to kick him. Empress Boa Hancock stood up nonchalantly and walked down to the ring gracefully. Beautiful. So beautiful. Lord Snake Princess. Lady Snake Ji is here. How honored we are. We can actually see Lady Snake Ji fighting in person. When she came not far in front of Zyan, Empress Boa Hancock stood in the ring with a haughty expression, one hand on her hips, one finger pointing at Uchiha Yan, her body leaned back, and her chin pointed to the sky. Man, you are destined to lose. There is no man in the world who doesn't want to fall under my pomegranate skirt. Yes, that's right, it's all because I am so beautiful. It was this gesture that made all the Amazon female warriors, who were like crazy fans, cheer. Appeared. Lady Snake's posture when she despises people. The contempt was so excessive that I fell on my back. Everyone in the Uchiha clan always felt a weird feeling when they saw this scene. Konoha village also has some weird ones, but as the leader, they have never seen such a weird one. Man, maybe you are very strong and have special powers. The ability of your 2 clansmen to defeat my 2 sisters is also extraordinary. But now that I'm here, everything ends here. This farce should end completely. I am different, I am 7 warlords of the sea. Boa Hancock made a love gesture with his hands in front of him. Marrow marrow mellow. Boa Hancock's hand released a pink love ray, and the love ray passed through Uchiha Yan's body, and Uchiha Yan stood there unscathed. Question mark question mark question mark question mark. Everyone present could not help but tilt their heads when they saw this scene, full of questions. Advertisement. Boa Hancock's expression changed drastically, as if his defense was broken. Why aren't you petrified? Are you not tempted by my beauty? Marigold was also very shocked and was the first to deny it. How is that possible, sister? Regardless of men, women, old or young, who would be indifferent to my sister's beauty? I'm afraid the fear of death overrides evil thoughts. This sad but lucky man. Gong Dengua thought about it and could only think of this reason, but the man opposite didn't look like he was afraid. Hey, if you are not moved by a beauty like me, are you still a man? Boa Hancock shouted at Uchiha Yan. Zyan Yan's face darkened when he heard this. This sentence is taboo for men. You will know if I am a man by yourself. Rude, vulgar, comma. The sound of the Amazon female warriors' crusade came from the stands, and everyone in the Uchiha clan couldn't say anything. Zyan Yan's words were indeed inappropriate for a girl. Kiss gun. Boa Hancock touched his lips lightly with his finger, creating a small peach-colored heart-shaped substance, and then used his finger as a muzzle to aim at Zyan Yan, using the substance as a bullet to fire. Bang. Zyan Yan turned sideways and dodged the blow. Boom. Heart-shaped bullets pierced the walls. Seeing Zyan Yan ducking away, Boa Hancock lightly pressed his lower lip again, and a row of peach-colored heart-shaped material appeared in front of him. Bang bang bang. Boa Hancock shot these heart-shaped bullets at Uchiha Yan one by one. Zyan Yan ran quickly on the ring to avoid all the heart-shaped bullets. Zyan Yan's body flashed and he instantly appeared behind Boa Hancock. As if Boa Hancock had expected it, he raised his long legs and kicked Zyan Yan. Perfume femur. Advertisement. Snapped. Boa Hancock kicked Uchiha Yan's body, and she was immediately surprised by the substantial feeling, because she knew that as soon as she kicked him, part of the opponent's body would be petrified and shattered. Click. Sure enough, the part of Zyan Yan that was kicked turned to stone and shattered, but then. Bang. A puff of smoke disappeared, and a petrified tree stump appeared in Uchiha Yan's place. It's the body replacement technique. Zyan Yan's voice came from behind Boa Hancock. Wow. It's really dangerous. If I get kicked, I will be petrified. Hateful. Boa Hancock leaned back and pressed his hands on the ground, his legs sweeping like windmills. Zyan Yan retreated quickly, and Boa Hancock kept chasing him, but Zyan Yan dodged them one by one and looked very relaxed and comfortable. Damn it. At this time, she somewhat understood her sister's feelings. Although she could predict the opponent's movements, her attacks just couldn't hit the opponent. Do you only know how to run away from a fight with a woman? Are you still a man? Boa Hancock couldn't hit Zyan Yan, he could only stimulate him with words. Zyan Yan really stopped when he heard this. Boa Hancock suddenly felt happy. Men are indeed stupid big pigs, and they can't stand even the slightest provocation. Perfume femur. Earth style wall. Zyan Yan raised the corners of his mouth and said calmly in the face of this blow. An earth wall blocked Zyan Yan's face. So fast. When did the seal formation be completed? This time it was the Uchiha clan's turn to be surprised. They had not seen when Zyan Yan formed the seal. This is a one-hand seal. Advertisement. Chapter 16 Conquerors. Advertisement. Everyone looked at Uchiha Itachi. Xuanyan is not only his and Shisui's eldest brother, but also their master. When he saw Zyan Yan perform this move, it gave him a great shock, so he learned from Zyan Yan. Now he can also perform ninjutsu with one hand, but the speed is still a little slower than Zyan Yan. One-hand seal. Amazing. As expected of Zyan Yan. Boom. Boa Hancock kicked the earth flow wall with such force that it shattered the earth flow wall. Do you think a wall of this size can stop me? Sister. Be careful. Marigold exclaimed from the highest stand, and Boa Hancock also saw Zyan Yan's posture. Fire-style great fireball technique. Call. A huge fireball was spit out from Zyan Yan's mouth, and Boa Hancock immediately dodged backwards. She had already seen Uchiha Itachi perform this move just now. If this move were to hit him head-on, even he would definitely not feel comfortable. Boom. The huge fireball blasted a huge hole in the wall of the stands. Wind-style vacuum sphere. Before Boa Hancock could counterattack, Zyan Yan spit out wind-like chakra bullets from his mouth. Bang bang bang. Boa Hancock quickly dodged, and the bullets landed on the wall of the stand, leaving bullet holes in the wall. The power was not much worse than Boa Hancock's kiss gun. This time it was the Empress' turn to escape. Boa Hancock's embarrassing dodge made Boa Hancock very upset. She took advantage of Zyan Yan's ninjutsu to release and rushed towards Zyan Yan. She wanted to teach this da lesson. Big perfume femur. Boa Hancock jumped into the air, raised his slender white right leg high, regardless of the exposure, and then struck Zyan Yan's head like a battle axe. Advertisement. Boom. This kick was like a bomb exploding, and the terrifying destructive power caused the entire fighting platform to explode. The powerful impact blew many people in the stands away. Everyone in the Uchiha clan was shocked, even Shisui and Itachi. What happened to this woman? The power of this attack must be too terrifying. Soon, the smoke dissipated, and the Empress was the only figure on the broken arena. Where's that man? Has it been killed already? No, he's in heaven. At this time, someone noticed Zyan's figure appearing above the ring. Boa Hancock couldn't help but raise the corners of his mouth slightly when he saw Zyan's figure, showing a smile. Now you have no place to hide, turn into stone for me. Hancock touched his lips lightly with his finger, transformed into a huge peach-colored heart-shaped substance, and then pulled it back like a bow and arrow. Slave arrow. Whoosh. Countless pink heart-shaped arrows shot towards Zyan in the air. Zyan raised one hand high, and a huge blue energy ball appeared in Zyan's palm. Big Ball Rasengan. Zyan threw the mid-weak Big Ball Rasengan downwards. Boom. Big Ball Rasengan and Slave Arrow collided together, and the two powers with different attributes collided, causing a strong explosion. How come? Hancock couldn't believe that his move was actually blocked. That ball-like thing could actually compete with his own strength. Advertisement. That's almost it, Lady Snake. If you continue to fight, it will hurt your kindness. I can't guarantee that I can hold back. Boa Hancock's face darkened when he heard Zyan's words. What did you say? Keep your hands. Who do you think I am? I am the Emperor of Amazon Lily, the pirate empress of 7 warlords of the sea, Boa Hancock. Buzz. Boa Hancock exudes pale white conqueror's haki. Boom. Plop. Many people in the audience fainted, including some from the Uchiha clan. What's this? None of the Uchiha clan has ever seen such power. As this. It's Conqueror's Haki. Lady Snake Princess actually used Conqueror's Haki. The female warriors of 9 Snake Island who were still conscious immediately recognized this power. Sister, be serious. That boy will be defeated by my sister soon. That boy is so good that he forces his sister to become serious. Gong Dengua said with a heavy face. It's hard to say that that boy can resist my sister's ability. And have you noticed that there is a knife on the boy's waist, which shows that the boy is a swordsman, but now he can even use the sword. They didn't pull it out. The most important thing is, look at the expressions on the faces of that group of people. They are excited, confused, shocked, but not afraid. What does this mean? It means that the young man has not used his full strength. Absolute confidence. Marigold was shocked by her second sister Gong Dengua's guess. Boa Hancock looked at Zyan and said arrogantly, boy, did you see it? This is the king haki that only one person in a million can possess. As this conqueror's haki, Zyan felt a special mental energy impacting his spirit, but this mental impact had no impact on him at all, but he would not underestimate conqueror's haki. In the early stages of the anime, conqueror's haki could only clean up some trash fish with weak willpower, which was completely inconsistent with the power that only one person in a million could possess. It was in the later stages that conqueror's haki showed its true power. And for the same owners of conqueror's haki, their levels are completely different. Only those who can use conqueror's entanglement are truly top-notch experts. He also longs for this power. Advertisement. Chapter 17 Thunder Sword. Advertisement. Zyan took a deep breath. Boom. The ground beneath Zyan's feet exploded, and rich blue chakra emerged on Zyan's body. All the loose hair stood up. Crack, crackle, a series of blue-white arcs of electricity wrapped around Zyan's body, shattering all the surrounding stones. What's this? Thunder and lightning. That man's body can actually release lightning. The Amazons were very surprised. Everyone in the Uchiha clan also held their breath and looked serious. Although they are from the same clan as Uchiha Schwanyan, few of them have truly seen Schwanyan's strength. But they have also heard that Zyan has 5 major sword skills, which symbolize wind, fire, thunder, earth and water. The Thunder Sword is its fastest sword. It is said that Zyan once used the Thunder Sword to kill 20 Jonin and hundreds of Chunin in the Kingdom of Clouds in an instant. The Kingdom of Clouds was so frightened that the Kingdom of Clouds immediately withdrew its troops from the battlefield. It was also from that time Zyan is famous throughout the ninja world. Everyone in the family who owns Sharingan activates Sharingan, and they also want to see what the amazing swordsmanship in the ninja world looks like. Bluff. Slave Arrow. Hancock shot a large number of love arrows at Zyan. Breath of thunder shape of one thunderbolt flash. Crack. Just when the arrow was about to hit Zyan suddenly disappeared. When he reappeared, he was already behind Hancock. After Hancock noticed it, he immediately somersaulted forward to distance himself, pulled up the love substance and prepared to shoot. Advertisement. Click. One of Hancock's snake-shaped earrings suddenly broke and fell to the ring, making a tinkling sound. Looking at the snake-shaped earrings that fell to the ground, with neat cuts on them, Hancock couldn't help but change his expression. She actually didn't notice when the other party drew the knife. Everyone in the Uchiha clan who opened Sharingan was also extremely shocked. Even if they turned on Sharingan from a distance, they couldn't keep up with Zyan's speed. So fast. Too fast. Is this the sword god, Uchiha Schwanyan? How many people in the entire ninja world can keep up with such a speed? Brother Schwanyan is so awesome. His speed is so fast. The young Sasuke cheered on the ring. Sasuke often went to Zyan's residence because of his brother. The clan leader Uchiha Fugaku also intentionally wanted Sasuke to worship Zyan as his teacher. Uchiha Itachi touched Sasuke's head and said with a smile, "No, this is far from Brother Schwanyan's ultimate speed. Can it be faster?" Uchiha Fugaku was a little shocked. This was actually not Zyan's limit. He somewhat understood why Zyan could make such a big name in the ninja world. All the 5 great ninja nations would be so afraid of Zyan. At this time, Hancock's eyes were fixed on Zyan, and now she was very afraid of Zyan. She understood that this earring was just a warning. If the other person had just chopped off this earring instead of her own neck, she would have been dead by now. At the same time, she was extremely confused. Although she didn't pay much attention to the whole world, with such a powerful family, it was impossible for her to not know any news. Who are you? We are just a group of poor people who are forced to live far away from home. Forced. Who can coerce you? Advertisement. Hancock didn't believe it. He was the 7 warlords of the sea. Even he was no match for the other party. Who could force them to leave the world government? It's mainly due to internal and external conflicts in our village. The higher-ups in the village feel that our family is too powerful and poses a threat to them, so they continue to suppress our family, making it difficult for our family to move forward in the village. The enemies outside the village also hate our clan to the core, and they also covet our clan's special power. All of our clan's people fell into their hands and were dragged away for anatomy experiments. The people gathered here at this time are all members of our family. It seems to be a lot. Do you know how many people our family had in its heyday? 30,000 people. Our Uchiha clan had a total of 30,000 people at its peak, but now there are only 300 people. Not even 1 in 100. If we continue to be suppressed, our clan will be completely extinct. Uchiha Zyan said in an emotional voice, and his emotions infected almost everyone, especially the Uchiha clan who had been suppressed. They were deeply touched, and many people shed tears. Of course, they are also a little curious in their hearts. When did their family have more than 30,000 people? 3,000 people are already as high as the sky. Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Itachi looked at each other, and the corners of their mouths couldn't help but twitch. He knew that brother Zyan had started Pua again. The two of them had been forced to accept Zyan Pua since they were young. Anyone who is not of my race must have a different heart. I would rather teach me to betray the world than teach the world to betray me. If a person does not serve himself, he will be destroyed by heaven and earth. Not just the two of them, almost everyone in the family had been PUAD by Zyan without knowing it. Sad emotions spread from one person to another, and from 10 to 100. The female warriors of Amazon Lily, who were originally simple-minded, became somewhat sympathetic to the Uchiha clan at this moment. 30,000 people turned into 300. This was really too tragic. The only way for our family to survive is to launch a coup. However, once the coup occurs, internal conflicts will continue to escalate, and external enemies will not miss such an opportunity to attack. The end result is that the whole village will probably be a river of blood. This is not what we want to see. The senior officials of the village are unkind to us, but we cannot be unjust to the village. In order to prevent this from happening, I had no choice but to take my people and leave their hometown. Although it was an accident that I came here, I think it was fate. It is fate that brings us together here. I think we can become the strongest and most reliable allies. Advertisement. Chapter 18 The Most Beautiful Man. Advertisement. Many of the Amazon Lily female warriors present could not help but be moved by Zyan, on the one hand because of sympathy, and on the other hand they all saw the power of the Uchiha clan. The 3 most powerful women in Amazon Lily, including their Emperor Lady Snake, actually lost to each other. Obviously they can occupy this place with strength, but the other party only wants to cooperate with such gentle methods, which makes what Zyan said seem more sincere. And the emotions shown by the Uchiha clan do not seem to be fake. There were men, women, and children on the other side, and less than a quarter of them were truly young and strong men. Of course, the real decisive reason is that the performance of Zyan and the other 3 conquered the female warriors of Amazon Lily. Amazon Lily is a country of warriors, where strength is regarded as beauty, and Zyan is the most beautiful man in their eyes at this time. If the occasion hadn't allowed it, they would have wanted to take Zyan back to their home to have a baby. For such a powerful man, the children he gave birth to must be extremely powerful. Although Hancock didn't believe what Zyan said, she couldn't say anything more at this time because the other party's strength exceeded her expectations. If you fall out with the other party at this moment, the entire Amazon Lily will not be able to get any benefits. No, it will even be a life and death crisis for the entire Amazon Lily. The duel is over. Plantagenet, take the Uchiha clan to rest. Yes, Plantagenet is the Minister of Internal Affairs of Nine Snakes City, and is responsible for managing the chores of the entire Nine Snakes City on weekdays. You, follow me into Nine Snakes City. Hancock glared at Zyan fiercely, then turned and walked towards Nine Snakes City. Soon, Zyan followed Hancock into Nine Snakes City, and when he came to the bedroom in the city, Hancock's pet snake turned into a chair, and the Empress sat directly on it. The 2 younger sisters of the Empress stood beside the Empress. Advertisement. Tell me, what is the purpose of coming here? Don't say what you just said. I am not an ignorant girl. Zyan smiled after hearing Hancock's words. Most of what I just said is true, but I do have some goals. My real purpose is actually very simple, which is to strengthen the Uchiha clan. Amazon Lily is a very good place. It is located in the calm belt and has few disturbances. It is most suitable for stable development. And the ecology here is perfect. My family has just moved. It is the most suitable place to have such a stable development. Actually, you don't have to worry too much about us. If we wanted to seize this island, we would have done it long ago. Our family is not a pirate, and we don't like robbery. Our ninja lifestyle is cooperation. The employer spends money to entrust the task, and we receive payment after completing it. However, Because our Uchiha clan has an awkward position in the village, the main task assigned to us by the higher-ups is to defend the village, just like your country protecting warriors. Furthermore, seizing this island forcefully will not bring much benefit to my family. On the contrary, coexisting peacefully will be beneficial to both of us. If my family is located on this island and this island faces invasion by enemies, our family will definitely take action. Although Kuji Island is located in the Calm Belt, it is relatively safe, but for the truly powerful forces, there is actually no difference between the Calm Belt and the Windy Belt, right? Hancock couldn't help but fell into deep thought after hearing Zyan's words. Indeed, as the other party said, the Calm Belt is only relatively safe, but the world government has long developed technology that allows ships to safely pass through the Calm Belt. Although pirates don't have this skill, they can steal it from marine. As far as she knows, the emperors of the New World can pass through the Calm Belt safely. Although she is now the 7 warlords of the sea, the world government may regret it one day, and it is not impossible to strip her of the title of 7 warlords of the sea. By then, 9 Snake Island will face greater risks than now. You have to prepare yourself in advance. The best way is to use this power for your own use. Suddenly, a voice sounded. Promise him. Advertisement. An old lady walked in with a cane formed from a snake. What about mother-in-law? Old woman, why are you here? Marigold Wa and Gong Dengua both looked at Grandma Z in surprise. After all, this is a matter of life and death for Amazon Lily, so I still need to pay more attention to it. Hancock immediately lost his temper when he saw his mother-in-law. This old woman usually made a fuss and liked to point fingers at him. She was the Empress, so how could she endure this with her arrogant heart? It's so annoying. Who do you think you are? Your era has ended long ago, Amazon Lily's predecessor, the Emperor Flame Flower. Even if the country is destroyed because of me, everyone will forgive me. The reason is, yes, because I am so beautiful. As Hancock said this, he once again assumed a contemptuous posture with his back turned to the sky. Zyan couldn't help but smile when he saw it. What are you laughing at? It's nothing, it's just that it's fun to see you despise people. It felt weird when I watched One Piece before, but it was very interesting to see it in person. Interesting. Hancock heard what Zyan said and that smile, but he didn't find it interesting at all and had no intention of arguing with Granny Z. If he continued, he always felt like he was being laughed at. Hancock turned back to the snake chair and sat down. I can agree to take in your Uchiha clan, but we, Amazon Lily, don't raise idle people. You and your clan must join my command. Can. Advertisement. Chapter 19 Deputy Captain Zyan. Advertisement. Can. Hancock didn't expect Zyan to agree so happily that she suspected that the other party had other motives. We really just plan to find a place to develop with peace of mind. We are not moths, so we will naturally assume the corresponding responsibilities. Actually, I think the best way is to form an alliance. This way, if our clan causes some trouble in the future, it will be easier for you to distance yourself from each other. Making trouble, well, just do something a bit outrageous, such as killing a certain Shichibukai, killing a certain celestial dragons, beating up the 4 emperors, smashing the naval headquarters, etc. The faces of the Empress and others were all darkened. Is this guy crazy? How could he still be alive after doing this? They suddenly had the urge to drive these troublesome guys out of the island. If these guys really did these things and were found to be related to Amazon Lily, they would really be close to destroying the country. Zyan waved his hand and said with a smile, well. You're just kidding, don't take it so seriously. Bang. Don't make such scary jokes. The 3 sisters Boa and Hancock and mother-in-law Yi all roared at Zyan with bared teeth. If it were anyone else, they would have regarded this as a joke, but facing the pirate Empress Boa Hancock who defeated one of the 7 warlords of the sea at a young age, they felt that this guy could really do it. I want to ask you a question, aren't you excited when you see me? Is it because I'm not beautiful enough? Hancock asked the question that she had been struggling with since just now. Advertisement. You are beautiful, so beautiful that it makes people's hearts beat. Any man who sees you will want you, and I am no exception. HMPH, stinky man. Boa Hancock immediately regained her confidence when she heard Zyan's words. This man was not petrified. She almost thought that she was not beautiful enough. If it were another man, no matter how disgusting and nice things he said, it would not matter to her. But hearing this man say these words actually made her feel extremely satisfied. Then why weren't you petrified? Everyone who was attracted by my sister's beauty should be instantly petrified after being hit by that trick. Marigold looked at Zyan in confusion. Zyan smiled. It's very simple. I diverted my attention before hitting that move. What? But when they saw Zyan, they didn't move their eyes at all. Zyan pointed at his eyes with his finger. The Sharingan of our clan has the ability to observe, copy, and hypnosis, and I have developed this ability to the unprecedented ultimate level. I call this state, transparent world. I usually turn it on during battle. At that time, the body of the creature will look as if it is transparent in my eyes. The flow of blood vessels in your bones, muscles, and even lungs can also be clearly seen. No normal person would be interested in the human body model. Be excited. Furthermore, I can clearly see every move you make or what you want to do next. The prediction and avoidance of your attacks will naturally be significantly improved, and because of the acceleration of perception, your movement and the attack speed has also become very slow in my opinion. Transparent world. This is also one of Zyan's biggest gains in the world of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Although the world power level of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba is lower than that of Hokage and pirates, it is only blessed by higher levels of power such as chakra and haki. In his opinion, Demon Slayer's skill level is even higher than that of Hokage and pirates. Advertisement. Therefore, he will not underestimate the power of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba's world. Through study and practice, he has understood the transparent world. He already has Sharingan himself, and with the realization of the transparent world, his Sharingan ability has been taken to the next level. In terms of observation ability, it is even more powerful than the Byakugan of the Hyuga clan. Zyan explained in a calm tone, but Hancock and others felt chills running down their spines. Their eyes were so terrifying. No wonder their attacks couldn't hit each other at all. It turned out that all their actions were clearly seen by the other side. Although the opponent doesn't know Haki, even the strongest observation Haki can hardly match it with such an ability. Who are your clan, exactly? Hancock's beautiful eyes were fixed on Zyan. With such a powerful ability and Zanyan's strength, there are only a handful of them in the whole world. It is absolutely impossible for such a family to be unknown. Zyan smiled when he heard this and said, "Our origins are innocent, so you can rest assured. Although our clan has some strength, our overall strength is about the same as that of the 7 warlords of the sea, which is still much better than the 4 emperors. There is a gap, so forming an alliance with your 9 Snakes Island is the best choice for you and us." He actually doesn't know what his strength is because he doesn't have anyone to compare it with, but he thinks it's about the same as the 4 emperors and Marine 3 admirals. Shisui's strength should be above that of ordinary Shichibukai now. Itachi's strength is still a little worse, but after 2 more years of training, his strength will stabilize against Shichibukai. Sasuke also has great potential, but unfortunately he is still too young. The clan leader, Uchiha Fugaku, seemed to be an ordinary man, but Zyan discovered that he had already activated the Mangekyo Sharingan, but had never shown it in front of others. It can only be said that a man who can become the leader of the Uchiha clan and also gave birth to Uchiha Itachi and Uchiha Sasuke, how can he be simple? The remaining elite members of the family, with the help of Sharingan's ability, are almost at the level of Jonin, and their strength is at most similar to that of a pirate with a bounty of tens of millions. The overall strength is still much lower than that of 4 emperors, so it is better to get up and develop properly first. Okay, then we will form an alliance, but your family must send someone to join the protector of the nation. Others will enjoy the same treatment as our Amazon Lily citizens. You and the 2 boys who fought today must join our 9 Snakes pirates, and you will become my deputy commander. Advertisement. Chapter 20 Complete the mission. Advertisement. Deputy head. Zyan couldn't help but be a little confused when he heard Hancock's words. Finally seeing Zanyan's confused look, Hancock raised the corners of his mouth slightly. If not, I won't be able to convince my people. After all, no men have entered our country for hundreds of years, and prohibiting men from entering has been our country's rule for hundreds of years. For you, I have broken hundreds of years of rules. Aren't you even willing to agree to this condition? Okay. Looking at Hancock's aggressive eyes, which looked like he would fight to the death if you don't agree, Zyan had no choice but to agree to these conditions. That SA deal. Hancock immediately settled the matter, fearing that Zyan would regret it. Palace Lantern Flower. Gong Dengua also understood what her sister meant and immediately went to ring the bell. Boom boom boom. The bell rings. This bell is the sound that Lord Snake G uses to summon the people. Quick, go and gather in front of 9 Snakes City. Lady Snake G has something to announce. Quick, quick, quick. Go and see what is going on. Soon, all the citizens gathered under the 9 Snake City castle. The Uchiha clan was also notified to come here, and the female warriors on 9 Snake Island couldn't help but talk about it when they saw the Uchiha clan. Is that the Uchiha clan? And that's a man. I heard they even defeated the 3 Gorgon sisters. These men are so awesome. Many people have seen the 3 men sent by the Uchiha clan defeat the 3 strongest women on their 9 Snake Islands, so they are very curious about the Uchiha clan. After a while, Empress Boa Hancock appeared on the platform in front of the castle. Advertisement. It's Lady Snake. Lord Snake Lady is out. Master Marigold and Gong Lantern Flower. That man is actually here. Fellow citizens, I now announce a very important news to you. From today on, we, Amazon Lily, will form an alliance with the Uchiha clan. From now on, we will advance and retreat together, and we will help each other. The status of the Uchiha clan will be equal to that of our citizens, and their clan will send elites to join the national defenders to contribute to the defense of the country. The 3 warriors who will compete on stage today will join the 9 Snakes Pirates. Uchiha Xuanyan will become the deputy leader of the 9 Snakes Pirates. Quote. Boom. Everyone below was in a panic. Although they knew that Her Majesty the Empress had something important to announce, they didn't expect it to be such a big event, so they couldn't help but talk about it. I know you may not be able to accept it for a while. This goes against the rules of our Amazon Lily for hundreds of years, but rules are dead and people are alive. The world government has developed technology that can safely travel through the Calm Belt. We, Amazon Lily is no longer a safe zone. The world government and Marine's ambitions to destroy me, Amazon Lily, may be broken at some point, so we must find allies who are trustworthy and reliable to protect our country together. With the addition of the Uchiha clan, we Amazon Lily will not be afraid of any force. No force can underestimate us. Oh. Lord Shiji is wise. Lord Xuanyan is heroic. Many Amazon Lily female warriors all cheered, and everyone in the Uchiha clan was also a little excited. They abandoned everything, left their homes and came to this strange world. No matter how strong they are, their hearts are full of uneasiness. They didn't expect to find a place to stay so quickly, which finally made their hearts settle down. To celebrate our alliance, the whole country will have a feast for 3 days. Advertisement. Oh, when they heard that there was a banquet, the female warriors were even more enthusiastic, while the Uchiha clan were a little confused. There was a banquet in the whole village, and they had never seen such a battle before. The Empress gave the order, and everyone on Nine Snakes Island began to take action, and delicious dishes were placed on the table. Many young girls from Kuji Island danced enchantingly, and more girls were hanging around the men of the Uchiha clan. They were like curious babies asking this and that, if they wanted to touch one, and some girls took the initiative to ask the young man in the family confessed, which made many men of the Uchiha clan blush. They had never seen such a battle in their lives. Open black lens bracket ding. Main mission. Find a new location for the family. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket completed. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket get reward. 1 Tomo Sharingan close black lens bracket. A system prompt sounded in Zanyan's mind. Hearing this system prompt, Zanyan smiled and didn't care. He was already Mangekyo, so what's the use of a single Magatama? If I really only rely on the system and Magatama alone, what's the difference between starting a counterattack when I'm an adult? The 16-year-old 1 Tomo Sharingan barely made it into the elite ranks of the Uchiha clan. His essence is no different from that of a trash fish. I just hope that this system will not stupidly degrade my Mangekyo Sharingan into a single Magatama. Open black lens bracket ding. Detect host has enabled Mangekyo Sharingan. 1 Tomo Sharingan will be transformed into Mangekyo Sharingan Hitomi. Close black lens bracket. Sudden, Zanyan felt a burst of pupil power injected into his eyes, which greatly increased the upper limit of his pupil power. He didn't expect that he would actually gain something like this. The stronger the pupil power, the stronger the pupil technique performed. Especially for the owner of Mangekyo Sharingan can use Susanoo, which is the ultimate power of haste in Mangekyo Sharingan. The giant chakra materializes and forms a burly god of war to fight, the ultimate eye technique that integrates offense and defense. Susanoo will grow in stages as the user's pupil power increases, a total of 4 stages, and the stronger the pupil power, the more powerful Susanoo will be. The pupil power increases very slowly. Although the increase in pupil power this time is not much, it is still a small surprise. If it continues to grow like this, I will definitely gain more and more. It seems that my useless system is not so useless, and it can still be of some help to me. The corners of Zanyan's mouth couldn't help but curl up slightly. Advertisement. Chapter 21 New Mission. Advertisement. What are you laughing at? It's nothing, I'm just happy for the family. Hancock rolled his eyes and thought to himself, it would be weird to believe you. Although she only met Zanyan today, she felt very unhappy about being defeated by Zanyan, and she always felt that Zanyan had 800 tricks, each of which was thinking about how to cause harm. The Uchiha family is a family of love. Most of the family members value love and justice and repay kindness. The coup of the Uchiha clan was entirely forced by the third Hokage. As for second Hokage's theory that the Sharingan of the Uchiha clan would change his personality and fall into darkness after awakening, Zanyan completely regarded those words as fart. As far as you and the rest of Konoha village are concerned, why are so many people betraying Konoha? Since the Uchiha clan joined Konoha, several people have betrayed them. The Uchiha clan is in such a difficult situation, and it has the most to do with second Hokage. The Uchiha clan is no different from other people, at most they are a little more emotional and sensitive inside. But second Hokage's self-righteous remarks pushed the Uchiha clan into the abyss, leading to the current situation. Becoming a Hokage is the dream of almost every child in Konoha village, but just because they were born into the Uchiha clan, they are deprived of the right to dream. The will of fire is the biggest cancer. Once the seeds of doubt are planted, there is no way to change those people's minds. The ignorant villagers were bewitched and became suspicious and distrustful of the Uchiha clan. Over time, the Uchiha clan no longer trusts outsiders. Amazon Lily's enthusiasm may gradually melt the inner wall of the Uchiha clan. Who will Konoha village or the Uchiha clan choose? Zanyan will not hesitate to choose his family, and if necessary, he will kill the entire Konoha. Advertisement. He is not Uchiha Shisui or Uchiha Itachi, who has such a high ideological awareness and looks at problems from the Hokage perspective early on. What he pursues is not of my kind, and his heart must be different. He was raised by his family and has no connection with Konoha. It's just that the ninja world is a little chaotic for the time being, and it will be even more chaotic for a long time to come. He didn't want the current Uchiha clan to get involved in that mess, so he brought the Uchiha clan to the pirate world. Open black lens bracket ding. Trigger the main mission. Population crisis. Task content. The population of the Uchiha clan has declined seriously, which has seriously affected the continuation of the family. In order to prevent the family from extinction, it is necessary to increase the family population immediately to bring the number of family members to 500. The current progress is 301 500ths. Close black lens bracket. Task reward. 2 Tomo Sharingan. Close black lens bracket. There's another mission. Zanyan felt happy after hearing this. He had already tasted the sweetness of owning the system before. Although it is not a big improvement for him, a grasshopper is also meat, and if he is a grasshopper now, who says he won't be a cow in the future? If you add up, these humble rewards can add up to a considerable harvest. However, he couldn't help but wonder how the population should grow. You can't force others to have children. As expected, there is no such thing as a free lunch, and system tasks are not that easy to complete. Wait, Zyan rolled his eyes. Forcing others to have children is not good, but urging people to get married is not forced. In Konoha village, due to the exclusion of the Uchiha clan, no girl in the village wants to marry an Uchiha clan. As a result, the number of Uchiha clan births has dropped to an all-time low in recent years. But it's different here. This is a country of girls, and the most important thing here is women. Zyan noticed that many women from Nine Snake Island were surrounding the men of the Uchiha clan, very enthusiastically. Advertisement. There are even more bold people who directly express their request to have a child with so-and-so. The men of the Uchiha clan looked very embarrassed. They had never seen such a battle before. Zyan suddenly felt that this task did not seem so difficult. Nine Snakes City. Sister, is it too rash to let these people of unknown origin join Amazon Lily? Marigold was a little worried. Gong Dengua shook her head helplessly. It's a blessing, not a curse. It's a curse that can't be avoided. As you can see, the other party has no intention of concealing his power, but that's just the power he shows. And I can feel that the body of the boy I am fighting still contains terrifying power. Once that power breaks out, I may be easily torn apart. Sister Gong Dengua. Marigold was shocked. Sister Gong Dengua's perception talent is very strong, so observation haki can be so powerful. Since Sister Gong Dengua senses danger, then that boy definitely has superpower. Although the boy I fought against was powerful, I feel that the strongest one was the boy named Uchiha Xuanyan who fought against my sister. That guy's strength is simply unfathomable. Sister Hancock is the 7 warlords of the sea. Being able to obtain this title is enough to represent how powerful her sister is. But the boy easily defeated the powerful sister. They didn't even see clearly how the other party acted. The sense of oppression was too strong. At this time, a smile suddenly appeared on Hancock's face. I understand your worries, but in fact there is no need to worry. Have you forgotten who I am? I am the pirate Empress Boa Hancock. No man can escape from my grasp. The two sisters, Marigold Hua and Gong Lantern Hua, were stunned for a moment and then realized, yes. Although that guy is powerful, he is only a man after all, and as long as he is a man, he will not be indifferent to his sister's beauty. If you get along for a long time, you will definitely be obedient to your sister. By then, Amazon Lily will be equivalent to having a group of powerful thugs. It turns out that my sister has been plotting against these outsiders for a long time. My sister is still far-sighted. The two sisters immediately had great admiration for their elder sister. Advertisement. Chapter 22 3 Major Forces. Advertisement. Lord Snake Princess. At this time, Gorse, who was in charge of the internal affairs of Nine Snakes City, walked in. How about it? Fortunately, the adults on the other side are all tight-lipped, but I still got information about their family from the children. Hancock's eyes lit up when he heard this. Come quickly. The general situation of their family is basically consistent with what the man described. Even if there are some discrepancies, there is not much difference. It is said that the village they live in is called Konoha village, which is a ninja village, and they are all ninjas. Ninja. The 3 Hancock sisters looked at each other, having never heard of it. Sudden, the mother-in-law came out of nowhere and said, ninjas. It is said that Wano Kuni in the New World has ninjas. Wano Kuni is Kaido's territory. Are they smuggled in from Wano Kuni? No, they're not smuggled in from Wano Kuni, they're from another world. What? Another world? Now the 3 Hancock sisters and mother-in-law all stared in disbelief. Course, are you kidding me? How dare I make fun of Lady Snake? But that's the information I got. I don't know if it's true. Ninjas are divided into Genin, Chunin, and Jonin according to their strength level. The leader of Konoha village is called Hokage. Advertisement. The Uchiha clan is responsible for guarding the safety of Konoha village. Uchiha Xuanyan is the strongest ninja of the Uchiha clan. It is said that he is famous throughout the ninja world and is known as the Sword God. Their eyes are called Sharingan, which is a blood inheritance limit unique to their Uchiha clan. It is a special power inherited through blood. As for the rest, the information children know is limited, so. The Empress waved her hand. It was enough to know this information, it was enough for them to digest it for a while. Grandma Z murmured. Other worlds, do other worlds really exist? Hancock narrowed his eyes slightly. As long as you continue to understand, you will know whether it is true. Today is only the first day. In the future, more information can be obtained from the other party. If it is really someone from another world and not a spy from other forces, this is undoubtedly good news for her. Uchiha clan residence. The pirate Empress Boa Hancock was very generous and allocated the northeastern area of the village to the Uchiha clan as their residence. The area here is not large, but it is not small either. It is enough for the Uchiha family to live here, and the Uchiha family can be considered stable for the time being. At this time, the elders and elites of the Uchiha clan gathered together. Zyan, can you tell us in detail what is going on in this world? Uchiha Fugaku asked Zyan. They were really curious and a little confused. They also asked insinuatingly, but the people here knew too little and seemed to be isolated from the world. Zyan nodded, and there were some things that really needed to be said. This world is very big, and there are many strong people. They are roughly divided into world government and pirates. Pirates. I heard that there is a Kuja pirates in this village. You also became the deputy leader of the Kuja pirates. Well, this village also belongs to the pirate force, the Nine Snakes Pirates. The leader is that woman. She is known as the most beautiful woman in the world. Advertisement. The most beautiful woman in the world. Indeed, I have never seen such a beautiful woman. When I saw that woman, I couldn't help but fall in love with her. I even suspected that I was under an illusion. Almost all of the people present were men. They all agreed when they heard that Boa Hancock was the most beautiful woman in the world. Then you should be careful. That woman also has demon fruit power. As long as you are attracted to her and are affected by her attack, your whole person will turn into stone. So smart. Of course she is powerful, even to the point of being terrifying. You don't think that if I defeated her, she is very weak. In fact, she has not yet shown her true ability. If her first attack is against the family, 90% of the family may now turn into stone. The expressions of many men present changed drastically. 90% of them would turn into stone. This was too terrifying. The world can be roughly divided into three major forces. World government, as I have already said, is the absolute ruler of this world. The five elders are the five people with the highest power in the world. You can think of them as ninjas. The daimyo of the five major countries can also be regarded as the shadows of the five major ninja villages. Someone asked in confusion, why? In the ninja world, the daimyo is the daimyo, the cage is the cage, the daimyo is the national leader, and the cage seems to be the minister of defense. Because power in this world actually corresponds to strength. Only strong guys can occupy high positions. The strong will not obey the leadership of the weak. Many people couldn't help but agree when they heard this. The strong should get more. The second most powerful force is the four emperors. These are the 4 sea emperors in the New World. They occupy many territories in the New World. Each one has terrifying strength and powerful power. Even the most powerful world government don't dare to act rashly against one of the 4 emperors. Finally, there are the 7 warlords of the sea. Shichibukai are special rights and qualifications given by the world government to 7 powerful pirates. They are not a group and they all work independently. Mainly because of the overflow of pirates in the world government invited 7 pirates to join the 7 warlords of the sea in order to curb the rapid expansion of pirates. After becoming a Shichibukai, you will no longer be wanted by the world government. In addition to having to accept the forced summons of the world government and pay a certain amount of income to the government, you can move freely in peacetime without interference from the world government. You can fight other pirates openly. Therefore, he is generally considered by pirates to be the lackey of the world government. And the emperor of the daughter country we are in is one of the 7 warlords of the sea. Advertisement. Chapter 23. Growing the family. Advertisement. Everyone couldn't help but be a little surprised when they heard this. This world is indeed extremely dangerous. One of the 7 warlords of the sea has such powerful power and strength. How powerful should the 4 emperors and world government be? Everyone's impetuous hearts have also restrained themselves. Don't worry, everyone. Other forces are very strong, but our Uchiha clan is not weak either. We may not be able to compare with the world government and the 4 emperors, but we are more than enough to rival the 7 warlords of the sea. And our goal next is to strengthen our Uchiha clan. How to grow up. The main problems our clan faces now are actually very simple, including funds, individual strength, and population. I will find a way to solve the problem of funds and personal power. Later I will pass down several sets of breathing techniques as the foundation of the Uchiha clan. Breathing technique. What's this? Everyone couldn't help but be a little confused. Zyan explained. It is a breathing method. It is the power I learned in the previous world. It was created by a truly extremely talented person. Just by changing your breathing, you can continuously strengthen your strength, body and internal organs. This allows ordinary people to explode with power as powerful as ninjas. And each breathing technique has a matching sword technique. The patriarch Uchiha Fugaku couldn't help but think of something when he heard Zanyan's words. Could it be? Well, I learned my swordsmanship from that world. Although the power system in that world is relatively weak, and the strongest one may only be at the level of Jonin, but the system is a system, it does not mean that the technical level is weak. Those sword skills have been honed by countless geniuses over thousands of years. They are all exquisite sword skills. Paired with the chakra of our ninjas, the burst of power is already comparable to that of Jonin. If coupled with the Sharingan of our Uchiha clan, its strength is also elite level among Jonin. Quote. The scene fell silent, everyone's hearts were beating faster and their blood couldn't help but boil. They are all ninjas, and they are still ninjas who have been able to survive the war until now. None of them are stupid. Advertisement. They all knew what Zyan said meant. If all members of their family practiced breathing techniques and became elite Jonin, how powerful would the family be, and who in the entire ninja world would dare to underestimate them? Open black lens bracket ding. Trigger the main mission. Soaring strength. Task content. Teach breathing techniques to family members and improve their strength. Current progress 3/100ths. Close black lens bracket. Task reward. 3 Tomo Sharingan. Close black lens bracket. The task actually triggered again. The reward was still 3 Tomo Sharingan, and now Zyan couldn't help but pay attention to it. The pupil power that 3 Tomo Sharingan could transform should not be underestimated, and it also improved him a lot. Most importantly, 3 Tomo Sharingan rewards have appeared, can Mangekyo Sharingan be far behind? At this time, Zyan's face became serious. The last thing is the population problem. To be honest, this is the most serious problem that our Uchiha family has to face. 300 people. Now the family has a total population of 300. It sounds like it is already a big family in the ninja world, but I think it is far from enough. Imagine, if our Uchiha clan has a population of 3,000 or even tens of thousands, who in the entire ninja world would dare to provoke us? 10,000. This is too much. Someone was immediately startled. Is it a lot? It does sound like a lot, but after excluding the old, weak, women and children, less than 1/3 are actually capable of fighting. Do you know how many members of the Sarutobi clan there are in the 3rd Hokage now? How many people? According to what I know, the total population of the Sarutobi clan is definitely no less than 20,000. 20,000. How can it be? With so many people, how much will it cost? All the elites of the Uchiha clan present were shocked by the population of the Sarutobi clan. Advertisement. What do you think the 3rd generation has been doing as Hokage for so many years? Although training ninjas will cost a lot, becoming a ninja will also create huge benefits for the family. The 3rd generation takes advantage of the position of Hokage to train family ninjas. Quote. Other families continue to fall due to war, and the population of the Sarutobi family continues to increase. The Senju clan and the Uchiha clan that once created Konoha village gradually declined, and all the families dependent on the Sarutobi clan rose. You want to overthrow the top leaders of Konoha in a coup, but can you overthrow the Sarutobi clan? Facing the counterattack of thousands of Sarutobi clan ninjas, what will happen to our Uchiha clan? In the 4th Ninja War, the Sarutobi clan easily dispatched 3,000 ninjas, truly showing what it means to be a powerful clan. And that's obviously not all there is to the Sarutobi clan. Everyone in the Uchiha clan was sweating coldly. Only then did they realize how terrifying the hidden power of Konoha's high-level officials was. Their naive actions would have disastrous consequences for the Uchiha family. Although the Uchiha clan is known as the elite, most of them only have more Sharingan than other ninjas. 1-on-1 at similar levels is fine, but 1-on-2 is a bit troublesome, and 1-on-10 is a dead end. But when they faced the Uchiha clan, they were not just a pair of 10, they were at least a pair of 30. Quantitative changes lead to qualitative changes, and the Uchiha clan will be completely crushed. Uchiha punched the floor angrily. I didn't expect that guy from 3rd generation to hide so deeply. He is indeed an old fox. That's right. We, the Uchiha clan, are working hard to survive, while the Sarutobi clan are living happily. They still exclude and suppress our Uchiha clan in this way. It's really vicious. Zyan's words resonated with many elites of the Uchiha clan. How much Shimura Danzo longs to become a Hokage, but the 3rd Hokage has forced him to suppress him all his life. How can such a man be simple? He has seen through everything long ago and understands that the family's population is the most important. But what can we do? Even if we work harder, we can add a few more people to the family. Their family is large enough to raise 2 children. No, you think you have worked hard, but in fact you haven't worked hard at all. In this world, there is a woman. Through continuous childbirth, she now has a total of 39 daughters and 46 sons. In the end, she became one of the 4 emperors of the New World, BIGMOM. Advertisement. Chapter 24. Let's get married. Advertisement. What? Everyone present was frightened again when they heard this. His speech even became a little stuttering. Of course, I'm not forcing women to have children. That woman is an exception after all, but I think it's okay for women to have 4 or 5. Before he traveled back in time, no one in his grandma's generation had given birth to 5 or 6 children. He still remembered that the old lady in the backyard of his grandma's house had given birth to a total of 11. Now is actually a good opportunity. This is a daughter's country, and there are women everywhere. It is a great opportunity for our family to increase our population. Quote exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark quote. Everyone looked at Zyan with wide eyes and shock. I know you may find it a bit awkward, but the atmosphere of Amazon Lily is a little different. The women here will choose to leave the island when they reach adulthood, and then return here after becoming pregnant. I believe that each of you has more or less received some invitations for in-depth communication at the banquet. Cough cough cough. Almost all the men present coughed in embarrassment. Even Uchiha Fugaku was a little embarrassed. He was a man with a wife and children, but he also received invitations from many women. Zyan said calmly, we are all men, there is no need to be so shy. Everyone loves beauty. We are ninjas, but it does not mean that we must endure it. And, here, refuse a person an invitation from a lady is the greatest disrespect to a lady. Their purpose is very simple and clear, which is to have children. They believe that the stronger the seeds, the better fruits will be born. You don't have to be so pretentious and want to be responsible for it. You think you are taking advantage, but in fact you can think the other way around. They are taking advantage of you. Believe it or not, if you clearly mark the price, a large number of women will pay for it. If you recruit someone in the ring, countless women will fight to the death for you. Quote exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark quote. Advertisement. Many elites of the Uchiha clan had their views shattered and their facial features distorted. They could never imagine that the style here was so explosive. Everyone, I don't know what you think. My dream is very simple, which is to strengthen the Uchiha clan. Hokage. It's too small. The ninja world. It's also too small. It's just a bunch of cowards fighting over each other. Shaoli has the reputation of my Uchiha clan, and my goal is to make the name of the Uchiha clan resound throughout the world. Everyone in the Uchiha clan was filled with excitement when they heard Zyan's words. The name of Uchiha resounded throughout the world. What a great courage and great idea. Compared with Zyan, their courage was like a frog at the bottom of a well. In order to achieve this goal, our family needs people, many, many people, and this requires everyone's joint efforts. The other parties sighed. Uchiha Fugaku was moved. As the patriarch, he naturally wanted more and more family members. Moreover, the birth rate of the Uchiha clan has indeed dropped to a historical low in recent years. It has reached a crisis level and there is an urgent need to add more newborns. Leave it to me to take care of it. Shisui, Itachi. Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Itachi heard Xuanyan calling their names. Shisui smiled and said, "It seems that brother Xuanyan has finished chatting. Let's go over." Shisui and Itachi walked up to Xuanyan. Shisui, Itachi, please teach everyone the breathing method of fire. Do Shisui and Itachi also know how to breathe? Of course, Shisui and Itachi are my best brothers. I will naturally teach them what I know. Xuanyan patted Shisui and Itachi on the shoulders. He had taught Shisui and Itachi the breathing method early on. Having watched a lot of anime, he has long understood that there is no way out if he fights alone. Even if he is stronger than Six Paths Madara and Otsutsuki Kagaya, he will be beaten by others. Shisui and Itachi are both geniuses among geniuses. In the anime, they were only brainwashed by the will of fire, so he started brainwashing them when they were young and taught them ninjutsu. Now Shisui and Itachi are his younger brothers and his right-hand men. It is already known to everyone in the Uchiha clan. When everyone heard Zyan's candid words, not only were they not dissatisfied, but they felt that this was normal. Advertisement. Shisui and Itachi began to teach everyone the fire-breathing technique, and everyone began to study it seriously. This is the secret technique of the top master of the Uchiha clan. The Uchiha clan itself is good at fire-style ninjutsu and ijutsu. Among the 5 basic breathing methods, the breath of fire is the most suitable for the Uchiha family. Compared with the other 4 basic breathing methods, the breath of fire used by the Uchiha family is more powerful. This is the conclusion he came to after practicing it with himself, Shisui and Itachi. As for the breath of the sun, he once taught Shisui and Itachi, but neither of them could learn it. He didn't quite understand what was going on. Maybe the breath of the sun was really different. Asterisk. 9 Snakes City. Lord Shiji, Lord Zyan wants to see you. Plantagenet came to the lobby of the Emperor's palace to report. Hancock frowned when he heard Zyan's name. What is this guy going to do? Invite him in. Yes. Plantagenet soon took Zyan into the palace. Hey, Lord Shiji, long time no see. Hancock said angrily. How long? It's only less than a day in total. 1 day is like 3 autumns if I don't see her for a day. I can't wait to see such a beautiful woman like Lady Snake Lady all the time. Hancock felt a little happy when he heard Zyan's words. If other men complimented her on her beauty, she would ignore it at all, but the man in front of her defeated her head on, and the other man's compliments still made her feel a little proud. Glib tongue, what bad idea did you have in finding a concubine? It's unfair. How dare I have bad ideas for Lord Shiji? These are all good ideas. Zyan had an innocent expression on his face. Hancock curled his lips and looked like I don't believe a single punctuation mark of what you said. Tell me, I want to hear what good ideas you have. That's it, Lord Snake Princess, let's get married. Advertisement. Chapter 25 Painting Cakes for the Empress. Advertisement. What did you say? Marry. Hancock was completely stunned by Zyan's words, and then his heart beat faster and his face turned red with embarrassment. This guy actually wanted to marry him. As expected, this stinky man really had evil intentions against him. Zyan immediately raised his hand to interrupt Hancock's fantasy. No. It's not a marriage, it's a marriage. Marriage. What do you mean? Hancock frowned. It literally means that our Uchiha clan is marrying your Amazon Lily. This will be of great benefit to both of us. Benefits. What benefits? Hancock also regained his composure at this time. First of all, the relationship between us can become closer. Secondly, you have all seen the abilities of our clan. It is not an exaggeration to say that we are born with abilities. When the men of our clan combine with the women of your Amazon Lily, they will the most powerful offspring are born, and they are born to be the strongest warriors. Zyan draws Hancock's cakes in a persuasive manner. Hancock's heart moved slightly, and she had to admit that she was a little tempted by this proposal. The opponent's ability is not just that of an Esper, it is also at the top level among Devil Fruit's abilities. If they could really give birth to a large number of children with each other's powers, she could imagine that their Amazon Lily's combat power would be greatly improved in more than 10 years. The original purpose of taking over the title of 7 Warlords of the Sea was to protect Amazon Lily, but now as the world government becomes more powerful, they 7 Warlords of the Sea may be abandoned by the world government at any time. At that time, even if the world government wants to take away her title of 7 Warlords of the Sea, she will not be afraid of the world government. What do you want? My request is very simple, that is, all children born will join my Uchiha clan. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. When Hancock heard Zyan's words, he stood up and glared at Zyan with wide eyes. Advertisement. Well, don't get excited. I haven't finished speaking yet. There is no way you can make all the children born join your Uchiha clan. What good can she gain from all joining the Uchiha clan? I just asked those children to join the Uchiha clan, but I didn't say that they don't belong to Amazon Lily. What's the meaning? First of all, their nationality can be attributed to Amazon Lily, which means that they are citizens of Amazon Lily when they are born. Hancock's excitement calmed down slightly after hearing this, and his eyes signaled Zyan to continue. They joined our Uchiha clan on the premise that they are citizens of Amazon Lily. This is like our Uchiha clan falling down and taking root here. You see, there are many families in other countries, right? They are the same. To describe it simply, the Uchiha family is divided into Amazon and Yuri families. In this way, they belong to both the Amazon Lily and the Uchiha clan. We will teach them all Arn and Jutsu and train them to be the strongest warriors. Hancock also fell into thinking when he heard what Zyan said. You said those children are citizens of Amazon Lily, so I have the right to command them. Certainly. Okay, I agree. Thank you, Lady Snake. Zyan was relieved. In this way, he would have a chance to complete his mission. He had done everything he could, and the rest would depend on the help of the men in the family. This is a country of girls. As a man, if you don't have the belly of 7 or 8 women, you can't be called a man at all. Advertisement. By the way, Lady Snake, when will you go to sea next? Why do you ask? Zyan smiled and said, didn't I say that I would work with you to find gold? Gold? Aren't you kidding me? She always thought that what Zyan said before was just to find an excuse for gambling. Of course not. I do know that there is a place with a lot of gold. Really? Zyan replied affirmatively. Then why don't you go get it yourself? Isn't it too late? If it was before, we would have taken it away secretly. Now that we are here, we have received asylum, and even got married, we have to pay some compensation anyway. We, Uchiha, are the ones who repay the kindness. The good virtues of a clan. It's weird to believe you. Hancock rolled his eyes. But she is indeed interested in gold. No pirate is not interested in treasure, and she is the same. With a lot of money, she can buy more weapons to arm Amazon Lily, and she can also buy more supplies to arm Amazon Lily. Lily's national life is better. If what you said is true, then we can leave without further delay tomorrow morning. Good. Open black lens bracket ding. Trigger the main quest. Funds are in short supply. Task content. Obtain a large amount of funds for the family. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket mission reward. Mangekyo Sharingan close black lens bracket. Advertisement. Chapter 26 Going to Sea. Advertisement. Coming. Zyan also found the rules of the system at this time. As long as he does something beneficial to the family, the task may be triggered. And because I already own Mangekyo Sharingan, it seems that I can skip the mission and receive it. Mangekyo Sharingan. He is only at the level of Mangekyo Sharingan now. Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan needs to be transplanted from another person's Mangekyo Sharingan, and the closer the blood relationship between the two people is, the higher the success rate of eye transplantation. If I don't have any siblings, where can I transplant Mangekyo Sharingan? Of course, he didn't care too much about whether he was an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. He had already solved the side effect of blindness due to excessive use of Mangekyo Sharingan. There is actually not much difference between Mangekyo Sharingan, which has no side effects, and eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. But now Mangekyo Sharingan can greatly improve his pupil power. The stronger the pupil power, the stronger and more durable the pupil technique released, which is of great benefit to him. He is now even more looking forward to the system rewards in the future. He wonders whether eternal Mangekyo Sharingan will be directly rewarded. As for Rinnegan, it's best to have him, and there's no need to force him to go without him. He already has his own plans. After returning to the clan, Zyan told everyone in the clan the news. Many men of the right age in the family are all delighted. Which man is not a lecherous person? How can he still be called a man if he is not a lecherous man? The Uchiha clan is the opposite of Amazon Lily. 90% of the Uchiha clan's offspring are male, and less than 10% are female. If the Uchiha clan wants to reproduce, most of them can only marry outsiders. However, in recent years, the reputation of the Uchiha clan has been slandered by Danzo. Few good girls are willing to marry into the Uchiha clan. Many young men from the Uchiha clan have become a big problem. This led to a sharp drop in the birth rate of the Uchiha clan. Intermarriage with Amazon Yuri can be considered as a solution to the urgent need of the Uchiha clan. Advertisement. Uchiha Fugaku asked. Zyan, is there a lot of gold? Is it dangerous? Do you need to send more people there? The information here is still too limited. If the Uchiha family wants to gain a foothold in this world, it is best to get out of here and see the world. It's quite a lot, but Shisui and Itachi are enough. After all, it's someone else's ship. I will buy a big ship to use as our family's transportation when we go out this time. It will be more convenient to travel. Thank you so much for your hard work. Why is this hard work? But clan leader, you have to supervise everyone. It is a big deal to increase the number of clan members. By the way, you should supervise everyone's practice. If he is not strong enough, I will not let him board the ship. This is related to his mission. He is a person with obsessive compulsive disorder. No matter how big or small the reward is, if there is a mission, he wants to clear it. Don't worry, I will supervise them well. Uchiha Fugaku has learned the breath of fire and truly feels the magic of this breathing method. The person who can create this breathing method is definitely a genius unparalleled in the world. He has made the breath of fire a breathing method passed down from generation to generation of the Uchiha clan, and it is absolutely not allowed to be passed on to outsiders. Early the next morning, Zyan, Shisui, and Itachi boarded the ship of the Kuji pirates and left Kuji Island. Almost all the citizens came to see him off. Hey, it's time for you to tell us where our destination is. Hancock crossed his arms and looked at Zyan arrogantly. Our destination is Gaia Island in the first half of the Great Route. There used to be an ancient city there called Shantora, which was known as the Golden Town. The city was cast with gold, and there were mountains of gold and silver treasures, especially it is a golden bell in the city, and every time it rings, the bell resounds throughout the sky. Marigold doubted. Impossible. If it is really in the first half of the Grand Route, even if there is treasure, it must have been taken away. Now is the era of great pirates. There are countless pirates pouring into the Grand Route. If there really was such an ancient city, it would have been demolished long ago. I said it was once, 400 years ago, that ancient city suddenly disappeared. Advertisement. Disappeared. Did it sink into the sea? Gong Dengua guessed that it was not uncommon for islands to sink into the ocean. Zyan shook his head. No, it didn't sink into the ocean, but went up to heaven. Zyan pointed to the sky as he spoke. Going to heaven. Yes, it was washed up into the sky by the ocean currents, and finally fell on the clouds in the sky, becoming a sky island. Sky Island. This time, even Shisui and Itachi couldn't help but look surprised. Sky Island is located on the White Sea above the White Sea at an altitude of 7,000 meters, with an altitude of approximately 10,000 meters. Why do you know this? Hancock was a little confused. I saw it in a logbook. Although it is inaccessible due to its geographical location, some people have arrived there. Don't you suspect that the log is fake? I doubt it. Then you want us to go find the treasure with you. Now that you know there is such a place, would you be willing not to go look for it? Quote. Many female pirates looked at each other. If they heard that there was such a treasure, whether it was true or false, they would definitely not be able to help but go there. Advertisement. Chapter 27 Learning Haki. Advertisement. Everyone quickly decided to go to Gaia Island, and the navigator also found the permanent pointer to Gaia Island. These are the things they collected after killing other pirates. The permanent pointer is the only important item that guarantees that the line of defense will not be lost when sailing on the Grand Line. Generally, they will be collected when they encounter it. For most people, once lost at sea, death is not far away. Sudden boom. On the calm sea, a huge sea king emerged from the water. Its head alone was several times larger than the entire pirate ship. Oops. It's giant sea kings. The expressions of the members of the 9 Snakes pirates changed. Their ship was towed by 2 snakes. Most of the sea kings did not dare to mess with them because they were highly venomous. But only most of them. There are still some sea kings who will attack them. So big. Uchiha Shisui and Uchiha Itachi were also shocked by this huge head. They had never seen such a huge creature before, and its size was even larger than 9 tails. Hancock immediately prepared to release Conqueror's Haki to drive him away. Suddenly, the eyes of this giant sea king changed and turned into the appearance of Sharingan. Zyan said calmly, "Get out." The giant sea kings immediately sank into the sea in despair and ran away without looking back. The other sea kings who were about to appear were also a little confused. The giant sea kings shouted in a language that only their sea kings can understand. Run. Run. It's too scary. That human is too scary. The other giant sea kings heard this and ran away quickly. The big brother said it was scary, so the guy on the boat must be scary. The crisis was over, and everyone in the 9 Snakes was once again amazed by Zanyan's Sharingan ability. Amazing. Advertisement. Even the giant sea kings can be controlled. Deputy Captain, this is so awesome. Being able to control even the giant sea kings means that Zanyan and the others can travel unhindered in the calm belt. Snort. Hancock felt a little unhappy when he saw Zyan being in the limelight. She was the leader of the 9 Snakes pirates, and she always felt like her limelight was being robbed. My beauties, it's been a long journey, and I have some questions I'd like to ask you. Deputy Leader, please speak. The person I want to ask for advice is Haki. Zyan said directly that there were too many powerful people in both the Hokage world and the pirate world. Ever since his parents died after traveling through the Hokage, he understood that this was a cruel world. Therefore, his desire to become stronger exceeds everything else, and he uses various means to make himself stronger. Haki is a powerful force in the world of One Piece, and he will naturally not miss such power. As for the system, he did not rely on the system to get to where he is today, but relied on himself and waited for the system's tasks honestly. That was not his style. Haki. As you know, we, the Uchiha clan, don't know how to use Haki, so we want to learn it too. If the deputy leader wants to learn Haki, let us teach him. The 2 women, Marigold Flower and Gong Lantern Flower, said, Haki is actually not a rare thing. All the warriors of Amazon Lily know it. More people in the new world will use Haki. Selling each other a favor is also very good. There are 3 types of Haki: Armament Haki, Observation Haki, and Conqueror's Haki. Conqueror's Haki can only be possessed by 1 person in a million. It is a natural king's posture. It cannot be learned by learning. Sister Hancock just have such qualifications. And I am good at Armament Haki, and Sister Sonia is good at Observation Haki. Which one do you want to learn first? Advertisement. Let's learn the armed colors first. Compared with the sight colors, the armed colors are more practical for us. Marigold began to teach Zyan an armament haki, 3 people, and all 3 of them also studied hard. After a while, Zyan's palm was wrapped with a layer of armament haki. As this armament haki, so fast, everyone was shocked, and Hancock's expression changed. The opponent's learning speed is too fast. When did haki become something that can be learned so easily? It didn't take any of them a year or even several years to learn to use haki. How long did it take the other party to use it? Probably less than an hour. Zyan clenched his fist hard. Zyan's arm seemed to be covered with a layer of black substance, and the arm looked like steel. Hardening. This time everyone in the 9 Snakes group couldn't help but exclaim. Entanglement is the lowest skill used by armament haki, and all the protector warriors on 9 Snakes Island can use it. Hardening is a higher level skill. Covering the body with armament haki can make the body harder than steel. Among the Kuja pirates, there are only a handful of people who can use armament color hardening. Zyan clenched his fist, and then quickly hit a barrel on the deck in the distance. Click. The wooden barrel in the distance exploded with a bang, and the fragments flew everywhere. Release. Advertisement. Chapter 28. Is this a genius? Advertisement. Many women in the 9 Snakes pirates let out ear-piercing screams. He looked at Zyan with an expression like looking at a monster. Learning to dominate and harden so quickly has made them feel incredible and unbelievable. Released outside. That is the high-level armament haki technique. Only one person in the entire Kuji pirates can use it, and that is the pirate Empress Boa Hancock. I see. At this time, Shisui had a look of surprise on his face. Armament haki is also wrapped around the arm, and then he clenches his fist hard. The arm is also covered with armament haki to harden it, and then strikes in the distance. Click. Barrels exploded in the distance. Again. Zyan looked at Uchiha Itachi and asked, Itachi, do you know how to do it? Uchiha Itachi nodded. I learned. Uchiha Itachi also showed it off like Zyan and Shisui. Quote. Everyone in the 9 Snakes pirates were speechless. They felt that all their perceptions had been subverted. They felt like they were going crazy. What happened? When did haki become so eager to learn? Or was their approach to learning haki wrong? Advertisement. Hancock looked at Zyan in disbelief and said, You really have never studied haki. Of course, if I have learned, why should I ask you for advice? Then how could you learn haki so quickly and use haki's advanced techniques? This is definitely not something that beginners can master. If she had never learned it before, she would never believe that the other party could learn haki so quickly. The reason was that she did not learn haki so quickly. She was like a king. How could the other party be faster than her? She would never admit that she was inferior to them. Zyan explained with a smile. Although we don't know haki, we do know ninjutsu. To release ninjutsu, we need to extract chakra from the body. Chakra is the product of the perfect fusion of physical energy and mental energy. Armament haki, in our opinion, is just the energy generated by the nature transformation of body energy. Chakra has 7 properties: water, fire, wind, thunder, earth, yin, and yang, while armament haki only has a single property, so it is easier to learn. Easy. Although everyone in the 9 Snakes group was a little confused about what Zyan was talking about, they understood the general meaning. The energy they cultivated was more advanced and the skills were more complicated. Armament haki is too easy for them. They didn't know that although armament haki seemed simple, how could it really be learned and mastered so quickly? The real reason was that the 3 of them were all heaven-defying geniuses. Quote. But although armament haki is relatively simple, the simpler the thing, the more powerful it is. I really admire those who created haki. Some things seem simple, but the most difficult thing is to break through from 0 to 1. They are just learning. Zyan's whole body was covered with armor and hardened. Zyan moved his body and felt that his body movements were slightly inconvenient, but it was within the acceptable range. Moreover, there is actually no need to harden the whole body. Not to mention the inconvenience of movement, it is a waste of energy. Zyan controlled the local hardening of various parts of his body, sometimes his arms, sometimes his head, sometimes his feet, and he reacted very quickly. Advertisement. Zyan then pulled out his Nichiren sword, which was specially made in the swordsmith village of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. The swordsmith village has been passed down for thousands of years, and the sword-making skills can be said to be at the pinnacle. Zyan's blade is black, the same color as Kamado Tanjiro and Stepkani Enichi. Armament haki wraps around and covers his Nichiren sword, and the black Nichiren sword becomes even blacker and brighter, as if coated with a layer of glaze. Zyan waved hard. Call out. A huge black slash was slashed from Zyan's sword, cutting through the air towards the sea. Boom. The sea in front of him seemed to have been cut in half by Zyan's slash, splitting to both sides. After a while, the surging waves filled up the ravine. Good. Seeing this power, Zyan nodded with satisfaction. With the blessing of armament haki, the power of your slashing can be increased to a higher level, and you no longer have to worry about your sword not being able to withstand your own power. Shisui and Itachi are also practicing with Xuanyan, and are becoming more and more proficient in the use of armament haki. They can easily complete full body hardening and partial hardening, and can also attach haki to weapons. The women of the 9 Snakes were all dumbfounded. They doubted whether they and the other party had learned the same thing. Marigold, who was responsible for teaching Zyan, didn't know what to say at this time. She had only been a child for a while, and the level of the other party, Armament Haki, had far surpassed her, which caused a big blow to her self-esteem. As this, a genius, Ryuden, the sniper of the Nine Snakes pirates, couldn't help but admire that he had surpassed all their years of hard work in such a short period of time. They are the elites selected from the many warriors on Kuji Island. They are the strongest, so they can join the Kuji pirates. But compared with Xuanyan, Shisui and Itachi, they understood what true genius meant. Advertisement. Chapter 29 I have learned. Advertisement. Thank you very much. Zyan expressed his gratitude to Marigold. Marigold waved her hand. You're welcome. Armament Haki is relatively rare in other places, but it is still very common in the New World. Even if I don't teach you, you can learn from other people in the future. Whether we learn it from here or from others, we should be grateful to those who teach. Well, you taught us how to use Haki, then I will teach you something as well, as a way of repaying your kindness. What are you going to teach? Is it ninjutsu? The women of the Nine Snakes all came over curiously. They had all seen the power of ninjutsu, and they were naturally full of desire for such power. The reason why ninjutsu is not good is not that we are unwilling to teach it, but that chakra is needed to perform ninjutsu. It's like devil fruit's ability cannot be taught to others. What I can teach you is breathing, the breath of a snake. Snake's breath. The breathing method, as the name suggests, is the method of breathing. Continuous practice of this breathing method can subtly improve physical fitness. When using breathing methods, physical fitness can be greatly improved. When you completely replace ordinary breathing with breathing techniques, your body can naturally maintain this posture at any time. The faces of everyone in the Nine Snakes group all became serious. They were not fools. They immediately understood the weight of what Zyan said. Breathing can make people stronger. This secret method has never been heard of by them. If spread, it will cause a huge sensation. Are you telling the truth? Advertisement. Hancock looked at Zyan solemnly. Whether it's true or not, you'll know if you try it yourself. Zyan looked at Hancock, his eyes changed into a Sharingan posture. Hancock was in a trance, and then found that he was standing in the forest at some point. Everyone had disappeared, and only Zyan was standing opposite him. Don't panic, this is an illusion. I'm here to teach you the snake's breath, as well as the corresponding sword skills of the snake's breath. In the outside world, a few seconds passed. Hancock regained consciousness and glanced around. The scene was no different from what he had seen before, as if only a moment had passed. What's wrong, sister? Gong Dengua was the first to feel something was wrong and quickly asked her sister. Hancock waved his hand. It's okay. I have learned the snake's breath. I will teach it to you later. Gong Dengua, you teach them observation Haki. I'm a little tired, so I'm going to rest first. After Hancock finished speaking, he turned and walked towards the cabin. The other members of the Nine Snakes were very surprised when they heard Hancock's words. Master Shiji said so the breathing method must be effective. Then their strength can be improved after learning. The women of Amazon Lily all regard strength as beauty, and those who can become members of the Nine Snakes group stand out from thousands of people in the entire Nine Snakes Island. The desire of the women here to become stronger is stronger than that of many men. At first, they kept a certain distance from Zyan and the others. After all, they understood men better than the women on the island. Now they have become even more enthusiastic towards Zyan and the others. Hancock returned to her room, collapsed on the bed, and covered her chest with her right hand. She felt her chest beating faster. Advertisement. What's wrong with me? Is this because of practicing breathing techniques? But why do I keep thinking of that annoying Zyan's face frequently recently, and my heartbeat can't help but accelerate when I think of him? Oops, here we go again. No, I can't think about that guy anymore. Practice that breathing method first. Hancock calmed down and began practicing breathing techniques seriously. Zyan was also surprised by Hancock's talent. She was indeed a woman with the appearance of a king. It only took her an hour to learn the breathing method in the illusion space. Her qualifications were only a little lower than those of Shisui and Itachi. Gong Dengua also began to teach Zyan three people observation Haki. Observation Haki is a Haki that sharpens one's five senses and can detect the breath and emotional changes of surrounding creatures. It can be used to predict and avoid danger. Observation Haki has multiple functions, including sensing attacks, predicting the opponent's next moves, sensing the strength of creatures, sensing the emotions and thoughts of creatures, and sensing the location and number of objects outside the field of view. Observation Haki. A powerful person can even foresee the future. However, observation Haki has a lot to do with psychology. You need to be calm to ensure its use. Observation Haki cannot be used when you are emotional or losing your mind. Just like before, Zyan quickly mastered observation Haki. In the transparent world state, he can have ultimate control over any part of his body. The sharpness of his five senses allows him to easily master everything around him. The number and location of everyone in the Nine Snakes group, the birds in the sky, and the fish swimming in the sea, all came to mind. This feeling was very strange, as if everything was under control. Gong Dengua explained. Observation Haki is not like armament Haki. Observation Haki is the power of listening. Even if you have talent, it requires hard training and understanding, and it cannot be achieved overnight. Thank you, I've learned it. Advertisement. Chapter 30 Working hard in front of talent. Advertisement. What did you say? Gong Dengua suspected that there was something wrong with her hearing. Zyan looked at Gong Dengua with a smile and said, I said I have learned it. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Observation Haki is different from armament Haki. It not only requires hard work to learn, but the most important thing is. Gong Dengua was a little excited. Observation Haki was different from armament Haki. Observation Haki was very difficult to practice. The influence of talent is very big, even few people in the Nine Snakes group have mastered observation Haki. Even her sister Marigold, the observation Haki she masters is not very powerful. Don't get excited. I said I learned it, but I didn't say I learned observation Haki. I just mastered a method similar to observation Haki. What's the meaning? I still don't know what observation Haki is, but I can improve my 5 senses to the ultimate level to achieve similar effects to observation Haki. Quote. Everyone in the Nine Snakes group was speechless. Isn't this observation Haki? Brother Xuanyan, we have learned it too. Both Shisui and Itachi have practiced breathing techniques to a high level of vigilance, and have mastered their own bodies to the ultimate level. Their talents are only slightly inferior to Zanyan's. Well, yes, observation Haki is a good power, but for us, observation Haki only plays a supporting role, and our eyes are the most important. Although observation Haki is good, it is far inferior to Sharingan. His is the Mangekyo Sharingan. To have such a precise and powerful eye and not pursue the fuzzy perception of observation Haki is tantamount to neglecting the basics. We all understand that. Shisui and Itachi had just improved their 5 senses like Zanyan, but their senses were much worse than when they usually used Sharingan, giving them a feeling of extreme discomfort. However, observation Haki also has the advantages of observation Haki, especially in the Hokage world. You can easily find some ambushed enemies, which is more useful than the Byakugan to some extent. Advertisement. Without Sharingan, they would also practice observation Haki seriously, but Sharingan's power is completely superior to observation Haki. With Sharingan, observation Haki can only be reduced to support. Then Zanyan and the other two started various attempts. The Nine Snakes stopped talking at this time and looked at Zanyan and the three of them quietly. For the first time, they felt what a dimensionality reduction strike was. Is hard work really worthless in the face of talent? After an unknown amount of time, Hancock opened her eyes, and she clearly felt that her physical fitness had been greatly improved. Hancock returned to normal breathing and her physical condition began to return to normal, which suddenly made her feel empty in her heart. If it were before, she would never have imagined that just breathing differently could make such a huge difference in her physical fitness. At the same time, she also felt that the breathing method requires high lung strength. If you want to use breathing method to replace ordinary breathing, you must increase the strength of the lungs. At this time, she deeply felt the importance of this breathing method. If all members of Amazon Lily practice this breathing method, then Amazon Lily's strength will be greatly improved. That stinky man is so generous, maybe he likes me. No, he definitely likes her. She is the most beautiful woman in the world, so who wouldn't like her? I wonder how that guy is doing with observation Haki. Observation Haki is not that easy to learn. When Hancock thought of Zanyan, he immediately couldn't help but want to see what this guy was doing. If he didn't learn it, I wouldn't mind coaching that stinky guy. Boom. There was a sound like a cannon shell exploding. Hancock's expression changed. He thought the ship was under attack and immediately walked out of the cabin. What happened? Who came to attack? No, Sister Hancock, look over there. Hancock looked in the direction pointed by Marigold's finger, and his pupils couldn't help but shrink. Xuanyan, Shisui, and Itachi were seen standing on the sea facing each other in a triangle. Advertisement. This is, how is it possible that a person can actually stand on the sea and not sink? How is this possible? What are they doing? Gong Dengua explained. They have been studying and researching Haki just now, and then they wanted to see the actual combat effect of Haki, so this scene happened. Uchiha Shisui smiled and said, Brother Xuanyan, we have to take action seriously. Don't be angry if we lose. You are the one. Don't cry when you lose. I remember how you looked when you cried. Uchiha Shisui couldn't help but become angry when he heard Zanyan's words. Those are things that happened when I was young, do it. Itachi. Boom. 3 spiral currents suddenly appeared on the calm sea around Zanyan, and they all stabbed towards Zanyan. Zanyan seemed to have expected it and smiled and said, I knew you would be like this, Itachi. Water-style water barrier. Zanyan muttered lightly, and the sea water around his body quickly rose to form a barrier, blocking Itachi's water fang bullets. Fire-style great fireball technique. Uchiha Shisui quickly formed a seal and sprayed out a huge burning great fireball with a diameter of more than 3 meters from his mouth. This kind of attack is useless against me. Zanyan raised a palm with his right hand and then slashed at the great fireball. A slash struck the great fireball through the air, cutting the great fireball in half in midair. Boom boom. The fireball, which was cut in half, fell on the sea and produced a powerful steam explosion. Haki released. The women of the 9 snakes exclaimed, although they had seen Zanyan use Haki on the ship before, how could he use it so skillfully so quickly? Moreover, the distance of the external release must be too far. Advertisement.